welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. It is said, and truly said, that who plays with fire is sure to get burned. It is also said, and truly said, that as ye sow, so shall ye reap. Seems to me there's another one, too. Oh, yes, the mills of the gods grind slow, but grind exceeding fine. Those of us who, through living, learn the underlying truth in these proverbs, take care not to play with fire, to sow carefully, and to give as little grist as possible to those grinding mills. Not so Kay Wiley, devil-may-care, fun-loving Kay Wiley.
You're going to kill me.
Come on now, sweetie. What makes you think that?
What other reason would you have for luring me here?
Well, who lured you? You wanted to come? Wanted to be alone with me? Didn't you?
No, I don't know.
I do, sweetie. Your trouble is you can't make up your mind. Well, let me make it up for you.
No. No!
Our mystery drama, Death on Skis, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by George Lothar and stars Rosemary Murphy and Larry Haynes. It is sponsored in part by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, Brewers of Budweiser, and Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One. There are certain immutable laws in this world of ours, and one of them is that we, all of us, must sooner or later pay the piper. A simple law, easy to understand, not too difficult to obey, really. And yet there are a good many who never seem to understand it, and rarely, if ever, obey it, until too late. Kay Wiley, wife of Dan Wiley the novelist, was one of these. Gay, irresponsible, fun gal Kay, who let the piper play on and on, till the day he presented his bill.
Well, what do you say, you two? Shall we ski back down to the inn?
The murder scene getting on your nerves, Dan?
Yeah. And you a mystery writer?
A writer who has to get his latest manuscript off to his publisher in New York by tomorrow. Now, look, I said I'd take the time to show you both the scene of the murder, and I have. I've gone out of my way to ski way the hell and gone up to the top of the mountain to this hut where the two murders took place. Now, the least you can do...
The least you can do is stop acting like a husband and let me enjoy myself.
Well, for Pete's sake, what's to enjoy? A lonely, isolated hut on top of a mountain.
Where two women, not one, but two, and both of them blondes, like me, were slashed to death. One last year, one the year before last. Gives me goosebumps just being here. Delicious goosebumps. More thrill-making than even one of your novels, darling.
Well, now that you've had your thrill...
Well, let her finish her toddy, Dan.
Do me a favor, Tony. Stop interfering between Kay and me. After all, she is my wife, you know, though you seem to forget that often enough.
Meaning what, Dan?
Now, you know what I mean.
Well, I'm afraid I don't. You better explain that crack.
Oh, come on now. Let's not spoil.
Dan, let's you and me get something straight. I've enjoyed being with Kay ever since I met you two last week. Now, like you say, it's a working vacation for you, and you've been holed up in your room with that typewriter of yours most of the time.
While you and Kay
have palled around together and had a few laughs together. And that's all. Not that there couldn't have been more. Kay's very attractive and just the kind that turns me on, but we've just had one big laugh together, Dan, and that is all.
You know it is, darling.
Yes, of course I do, Kay. I...
Skip it. Let's get back down to the inn.
Woohoo! Hey, it's turned real cold all of a sudden.
The sun's going down. Better take the south slope. It's shorter.
We'll go down the way we came up. It's safer.
Dan, I'm getting cold already. Oh, blast this book.
Here, sweetie, let me...
I'll do it.
Sure.
Dan, the south slope, it isn't really dangerous.
It's risky. It's too risky for you, darling. Even Hornbach warned you about it.
Stuffy old Norwegian.
Hornbach isn't stuffy, and he isn't old. Unless you call 42 old, he knows these mountains better than anyone, and he's one of the best pros around. So you listen to what he tells you. There you are. You're all set.
Last one back at the inn buys the hot toddy.
Okay, I said not the South Slope.
Stop worrying, darling. I'll be okay.
I might have known. Tell her not to do something, and you can bet on her doing it.
There's no harm in it, Dad. She just likes to do her own thing.
Yes, and one day...
One day what?
She may do it once too often.
Dan? Dan?
Okay, please. I'm trying to finish this last chapter. Last 2 pages, in fact.
We're nearly an hour late for dinner already.
Well, you go on. Well, go ahead.
No, not after this afternoon.
What this afternoon?
Tony will see me alone at our table, and he'll come over.
Well, what if he does? Oh, I get it. Kay, I'm sorry. I know there's nothing between you and Tony.
You didn't sound that way up at the hut.
Yes, I know, but...
But what? Dan, we've been married nearly 3 years. I was 23, you were 38. I didn't think the difference in age mattered. You didn't either then. But now, is it beginning to?
I don't know, dear. Somehow I seem to get older while you get younger.
I'm not getting any younger.
Well, you certainly don't act any older. You're as reckless and as irresponsible as what's the word I want?
Spoiled? Childish? Will that do?
Yes, I guess so. Taking the South Slope this afternoon, for instance. Kay, you could have been killed.
I wasn't. I was never more alive coming down that slope. To me, life is a dare, a risk. Unless you take the risks, you never really live.
Well, there's something in that. But you can't go too far, Kay. You did this afternoon. You did a year ago when I came here to finish my last Minerva Twine mystery and left you in New York.
So the horse didn't clear the jump.
Well, you didn't have to take that higher jump. You could have broken your neck instead of your collarbone. And what about the year before that? I came out here to finish another novel, and you...
I know, and I'd never parachuted before, and it is a new sport, Dan.
Yes, and when Sandy Dowling dared you to try it, you had to take the dare. Busted an ankle that time.
I guess from here on, you're saddled with bringing me along when you come here to finish a book.
Well, why do you think I brought you this time?
Oh, Dan, darling, am I more trouble than I'm worth?
Well, you're trouble, all right. But you're worth it.
No, be serious now. You've been coming here the last 2 years alone, so you could be alone and finish a book without any interruptions. Have I ruined that for you? Because if I have...
Don't be silly. It's been wonderful having you with me, Kay. And see, less than 2 pages to the end. I'll mail the finished manuscript off tomorrow, right on schedule. And then, sweetheart, the handsome Tony Shaw will have to find another playmate. Because I'll be your playmate from then on.
Oh, Dan, I love you so.
Well, just build that up into adoration, and we'll start even. Now, come on, dinner.
Indian Wells, Dan? All the way to Indian Wells just to mail a manuscript?
What do you mean, just to mail a manuscript? It's Dan Wiley's latest Minerva Twine mystery.
Yes, but the round trip to Indian Wells, it takes at least half a day. Why not mail it from the inn here?
Well, that's too chancy, Tony. Indian Wells is a good-sized town with a good-sized post office. And Otto Hornbach, come and join us for coffee.
No, I thank you.
Oh, come on, sit down.
I said no.
Well, what's happened to our jovial ski pro? Something soured you, Otto?
I know what soured him. You heard about me taking the South Slope this afternoon, didn't you, Otto?
After I warned you, you weren't ready for anything that steep yet? I suppose he put you up to it?
Tony?
Him and his practical jokes?
Oh, ye gods, Otto. That was 2 years ago. You still holding that against me?
It wasn't funny, and I don't forget easy, Tony.
Tony, what did you do to Otto?
Oh, he was giving me a lesson. I fell. Well, I pretended I busted my leg. Otto, you acted as if I'd broken my spine.
Accidents are not joke, not to me. I see too many. I do not like practical jokes, and Mrs. Wiley, I do not like people to ignore my warnings.
Otto, I'm sorry.
Sorry is not enough. I warned you, but you went ahead anyway, and you could have killed yourself, like Mrs. Horner killed herself last year, and Miss Yates the year before that.
Killed themselves. They were killed, Otto. They were murdered.
I say they killed themselves. I warned them. When you ski alone, I said to each of them, I said it. More than once I said it. When you ski alone by yourself, stay close to the inn. Do not go far off. So if you have an accident, no one will know till maybe too late.
The hut is far at the top of a mountain.
Yes, and if we have a sudden blizzard, almost impossible to reach. But they did not heed any warning. Like you, Mrs. Wiley. Sometimes I think all you young women are the same. Heedless, reckless, spoiled know-it-alls.
Hey, Otto, take it easy. You're talking to my wife.
The way you should talk to her, maybe.
Now, look, Otto.
All right, I'm sorry. I apologize. But I get upset when people ignore my warnings. Excuse me now.
Well, he's really ticked off at you, Kay.
At me, too. Oh, maybe I can't blame him. That practical joke of mine, I guess I went too far. Listen, you two, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll go and buy him a drink. Bury the hatches.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I'll see you.
Otto's right, you know, Kay. So do me a favor, will you?
You have but to command me, Master.
Now, seriously. I'll be gone all afternoon tomorrow, and I want you to stay close to the inn. Above all, don't go near that hut.
The scene of the crime? Or should I say crimes? Why not?
Just don't, that's all.
Dan, you do sound serious.
I am, very serious.
But why? But, oh, I know. The murders, those two gals hacked and slashed to death. They happened just about this time of year, didn't they?
Yes.
And you think another murder?
It's possible. They never caught the murderer, you know. He's still on the loose. Hey, listen to me for once. I have a theory about these murders. I'm probably wrong, but if I just happen to be right, another murder could take place up there in that hut. And it could take place tomorrow.
Tomorrow? What gives you that idea?
Never mind. Just do as I ask you, will you? Just stay close to the inn. And above all, stay away from that hut.
You sort of made me want to go up there now.
What? Oh, yes, of course. Warn you not to do something, and you're almost compelled to do it, aren't you?
Aha. Maybe that's why you warned me.
What?
So I will go. And who'll be waiting for me there with a big, sharp knife? But you.
Kay.
Well, didn't something like that happen in one of your mysteries? The one where the loving husband lured his wife into a trap and murdered her?
You know, Kay, you're something else. There's only one place I've ever wanted to lure you.
Where?
Well, you know where. Now, come on, finish your coffee. And fast.
Oh, I hope Otto wasn't right last night.
Otto? Right about what?
Oh, about skiers getting caught up here on top of the mountain in a sudden blizzard. I'd say there's one coming from the look of those clouds out there and the force of the wind.
Not to worry. If it starts snowing, we'll start right back down.
On the south slope, no doubt.
No doubt. How about opening the thermos and letting me have a hot toddy? I can use it.
Oh, me too. Just being in this hut is enough to chill you.
Because a couple of murders were done here? That scares you?
Oh, I didn't say me. I said you.
It doesn't scare me.
Oh, maybe it ought to. Here, hot toddy.
Thanks. Why? Why ought it to scare me?
Well, you told me Dan warned you not to come up here to the hut while he was away. Right?
Right.
Because he thought another murder number 3, could take place today? Right?
Right.
Well, could be Dan knows something we don't know. Could be another woman, another blonde, is going to be slashed to death today.
Me?
You.
Oh, what have I got to worry about? I'm with you.
Precisely.
What?
I said precisely. You're here alone, far from the inn, in a hut that's been the scene of 2 murders, each at this time of the year. And you're here because a man you scarcely know, me, dared you to come.
As I said earlier, the piper must always be paid. I can't help wondering if Kay's piper isn't asking for payment now. Payment in full. I'll return shortly for Act 2. Wiley finds herself in what well may be a murderous situation, which is to say, she may be murdered in a matter of minutes or less. Ignoring the warning of her husband, mystery novelist Dan Wiley, she has blithely gone off with Tony Shaw, a man she scarcely knows, to an isolated mountain hut where 2 murders have already taken place. To judge from the look on Kay's face, Tony is speaking the truth when he says,
Let me give you a refill on that toddy, Kay. You look as if you could use it.
You're not the murderer.
How do you know?
Oh, come on now, Tony.
No, seriously. How do you know?
Really, Tony. If you expect me to fall for one of your silly practical jokes...
I'm not joking, Kay. This is for real.
Tony, you're going too far. A joke is a joke, but pulling a knife on me...
Pulling a knife? Me? Oh, no. Just showing it to you, Kay. You've seen it before. Always carry it with me. Comes in handy now and then. Like, when I used it to repair that strap on your ski boot the other day.
I remember, yes.
So, don't jump to conclusions about me pulling a knife on you. Though I could be, couldn't I?
Tony, if you don't stop this nonsense...
I could, couldn't I?
Yes, I guess you could, except...
Except what?
You'd be crazy. Kill me and you'd never get away with it.
No? Why not?
Well, they know. Back at the inn, they know I came up here with you.
They do?
Well, anyhow, that we went skiing together.
How do they know that? It's coming back to you now, isn't it?
You told me to go on ahead, that you'd meet me at the bottom of the trail. They don't know I'm up here with you. They don't even know we're together.
Exactly. So now you see the spot you could have put yourself in. You could be dead right now. Murdered. Slashed to ribbons. The way the other 2 were.
What? I don't understand.
I'm no murderer, Kay.
Then why have you pretended?
I haven't pretended anything. No practical joke either, if that's what you're thinking. All I've done is open your eyes to the spot you might have got yourself into through foolishness.
Foolishness?
All right, childishness, indifference to what serious consequences could result from your anything-for-a-thrill attitude.
Now you sound like Dan.
Oh?
Well, you know, he's forever warning me that sooner or later I'll take one dare too many.
And you could have this time.
Well, I didn't.
You may yet.
Look, Tony, enough is enough.
Now, let me tell you who I really am. I'm not the practical, joking ski bum I pretend to be. I'm a security officer.
Security officer?
A kind of detective. In fact, I have my own agency back in San Francisco.
I don't understand.
Well, just listen to me and you will. Back 2 years ago, after the first murder took place, the inn management hired me to find the killer.
You? Why you? What about the local police?
Oh, the local cops are a laugh. Just a sheriff and his deputy. The Indian Wells police came up with nothing. So they called me in. The management of the inn, I mean. And I'm afraid I blew it last season. The second murder was done right under my nose. But not this season, no. This time I'm just a few steps ahead of the killer. And that's where you come in.
And where exactly is that, Sherlock?
You're the bait.
Oh, no. Not little Kay Wiley.
Oh, yes. You're marked for death no matter where you are. Sooner or later, the man who murdered those 2 blondes in this hut is going to murder you.
You sound as if you know who he is.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Who?
Your husband, Dan Wiley.
Tony, you're crazy.
I wish I were.
Well, Dan's in Indian Wells. Right now in Indian Wells, mailing a... No?
No. I could be wrong. But if I'm right, he never went to Indian Wells.
Dan Wiley, what are you doing out here on skis? I thought you had gone to Indian Wells.
No, Otto,
But I saw you leave an hour ago. Drive off in your car.
I changed my mind. I was going to mail a manuscript to my publisher, but halfway to Indian Wells, would you believe it, Otto, I suddenly thought of a different ending. And a better one.
This means you have to sit and write a whole new end?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Me, I would never be a writer. They work too hard.
You better believe it. Seen my wife, Otto?
She went off skiing not long after you left.
Oh, anybody with her?
No, she went by herself. And I tell you this, I warned her again to stay off the South Slope.
Well, you can save your breath, Otto.
I know. I'm telling you, lay down the law before it is too late. Show her who is boss, who wears the pants.
Oh, it's nothing like that. Kay isn't bossy. She doesn't try to wear the pants or anything like that. She's just young and exuberant. You can tell Kay not to do something, and you bet she'll do it.
Huh? Obstinate?
No, just, I don't know, more like a child. Do you know where she is right now?
I told you I don't know.
Oh. Well, I'd be willing to bet she's up at the hut, the murder hut.
Why would you bet on that?
Because I told her not to go there while I was away in Indian Wells.
So you think she went?
I'm practically sure she did.
I will never understand women, never.
No, me neither. Well, I'll see you, Otto.
You going to meet your wife up at the hut?
No, I'm going to meet a typewriter in my room. So long.
So long. No, wait, Dan. Glad he didn't hear me, this wind. It's funny, though. If he knew she would go to the hut when he told her to stay away from it. It's funny.
Which is why he deliberately warned you to stay away from here.
So I'd come here? What kind of sense does that make?
Kay, you all right?
Yes. You've kind of knocked the breath out of me, Tony. I still can't believe... But you're right. Everything you've said is so true. In the few years we've been married, I never have got to know him, not really know him. He's married to that typewriter of his more than to me. And yes, he did come here last year and the year before, without me. Said he had to be alone to finish a novel.
But this time he brought you along. Why? Did you insist?
No, I'd never think of interfering with his work. No, he asked me to come. And when I said maybe it would be better if I didn't, he insisted.
Figures.
But... I just can't believe...
If I'm right, if Dan is the murderer, he'll show up here in a few minutes. And I don't want to be here when he does.
All right, then, let's go. But, Tony, I just can't believe this of Dan, and I'm not going to. As I said, I haven't got to know him as well as I'd like, but good Lord, you can't be married to a man for nearly 3 years without knowing that he isn't a killer. And that's one thing Dan is not. I'd stake my life on it.
That's exactly what you're going to do.
What do you mean?
I'm leaving, but you're staying here.
Tony!
He didn't go to Indian Wells. I'm positive he didn't. He knows you're here because he made a point of warning you not to come here. Now, look. You've got nothing to worry about. I won't be far, just up in that stand of cottonwoods. He won't see me, but I'll see him when he arrives.
And then what?
When he makes his move, I'll make mine. I'll be right outside that door when he makes it.
What you're saying is when he attacks me with a knife.
Exactly.
Tony, I can't go through with this.
You've got to if you want to help me catch him.
I don't want to help you catch him. I mean... Oh, I don't know what I mean. He's my husband. I love him. I can't believe he's a murderer.
Well, then you've got nothing to fear, have you? If I'm wrong and you're right, nothing will happen. Not a thing.
But if it's the other way around...
Well, then I think this time you'll get a thrill to end all thrills.
I can't believe this is happening.
Believe me, it is. Okay, I'm off.
No, Tony, please, no.
Come on now, Kay.
I can't do this. I'm scared to death, Tony.
If you don't believe Dan's the killer...
I'd be a fool not to realize the things you've said are true. Tony, don't leave me, please, please.
Well, I guess I had you taped all wrong.
What do you mean?
Kay Wiley, who dare anything. Kay Wiley, who parachuted from a plane on a dare, jumped a horse over the highest hurdle. Oh, yes, I heard all about that. I saw you make the South Slope on skis yesterday.
Yes, I've taken some dares again and again because...
Yes, because what?
Because I was afraid.
Afraid?
petrified. Tony, I'm the worst coward in the world. The daring Kay Wiley is a mask, a front. I forced myself to take dares just so I could prove to myself that I'm not a coward. But underneath, I am. And, Tony, this is one dare I can't take.
I promise you, I'll be right outside waiting. If you don't take the dare, if you refuse to stay here and face him, you'll never know, will you?
No.
Whether he's a murderer or isn't. Oh, damn.
What is it?
There's somebody coming up the trail.
Dan?
I can't tell. Snow blurs everything. But it's got to be him. Now, look, will you stay? You've got no choice. You've got to find out. You've got to have the nerve to find out. All right, I'll see you.
Tony! Oh, no. Dan.
Hello, Kay.
We can well imagine Kay's feelings as Dan Wiley enters the hut, proving Tony right. A curious situation. A woman facing the man she loves, her husband, not sure if he's a murderer. Certainly looks as if he is. And yet, well, we'll learn more when I return for Act 3. What would you do? How would you feel? Your husband, the man you love, stands before you, and for all you know, has come to kill you. Indeed, cleverly lured you into a trap. Surely you'd be torn with uncertainty, caught between love and fear, and underneath these emotions would writhe despair. For if he is your killer, this man you love, you'd just as soon be dead anyway.
I thought I'd find you here, Kay.
I know.
You know?
I'm not totally naive, Dan. You knew when you warned me not to come that I would.
Well, why the devil would I figure you would come when I begged you not to?
Because I'm like the victim in your last novel, Death is a Blonde. You based that character on me, didn't you? I was the model for her.
Okay, so what of it?
Her husband knew she had a contradictory streak in her. I even remember the words you used to describe her. Contrary, as wayward as a child. And he used it to lure her to her death.
Kay, things like that happen in novels, not real life. So you're not implying that I lured you here to kill you? Is that what you're saying?
You said you were going to Indian Wells. What are you doing here?
Well, to be honest about it, I had no intention of going to Indian Wells. I told you that, and I spread the story around the inn to throw the murderer off my track.
Throw the...
Yes. I have a feeling he knows I suspect him. But I also know he strikes when the moon turns full. Kay, I'm all but sure he's a homicidal maniac who has to kill. He can't help himself, you see, when the moon turns full this month of the year.
You've got to be out of your mind. Maniacs who have to kill because of a full moon? That only happens in novels.
Oh, no. In real life, Kay. You see, the full moon has a powerful effect on people, on the world, if it comes to that.
Right now, it's only 3 p.m. There isn't any moon at all.
Kay, sweetheart, you can't see it, but it's there. And according to the lunar tables, it turned full about 5 minutes ago. That's why I didn't want you to come here this afternoon. Now, coming here, you set yourself up for the kill, played right into the murderer's hands.
What if I hadn't ignored your warning, hadn't come here?
Well, he'd have tried to lure you here. You or some other blonde at the inn.
Blonde?
Yes, both previous victims have been blondes. And I'm sure the third will be, too.
You seem awfully sure.
Yes, I am. I'm very sure. And the way you're looking at me... Kay, you do think I'm the killer, don't you?
No,
Yes,
no.
you do. I can see it in your eyes. You're afraid of me. Good Lord, Kay, how can you be after nearly 3 years of marriage, 3 years of living with me? How can you be? And don't pull away.
I don't know you. That's the trouble. I don't know you at all.
What in blazes are you saying?
Don't. Please, don't come near me. I am afraid of you. I don't want to be. It almost makes me ashamed because I love you and I want to trust you and should trust you, but...
But you don't. Why not? Have I ever given you reason to distrust me?
Why did you come here alone last year and the year before?
Well, you know why.
I know what you told me. That it was always a habit of yours before we were married. A habit to go off by yourself to finish a novel.
Well, it is.
Then why did you bring me along this time?
Because you begged me to let you come along, and I finally gave in. What other reason would... Oh, wait a minute. Now I begin to see why you think... Yes, of course, that's it. I was here last year when the second murder took place, and the year before that when the first blonde got it.
It isn't that, not that alone.
Then what?
I just don't know you. All day long, for 3 years, all day long, you've been in your office.
Working.
And half the night.
I can't stop when it's going good.
I know that, but it's kept us apart, keeps us apart, and that's why I don't know you. And don't know what I've been told is true or not. Whether you didn't go to Indian Wells for the reason you said, or another reason. What is it?
You said... I don't know if what I've been told is true or not. Told what? By whom? Did you ever come here with someone? Otto Hornbach. Yes, I talked to him half an hour ago. He said you'd gone off on your own.
Yes, I did.
What, did you meet anyone on your way up here?
Oh, I know.
Hey, this is serious.
Dan, you're hurting me.
Then answer me. Did you meet someone? Did you come here with someone else?
Yes.
Tony Shaw. Damn it, was it Tony?
Yes.
Where is he now?
You've got a gun.
I'd be a fool to go hunting a killer without one. Now, where is he?
Right behind you. Don't move. There's a gun in your back. Drop yours now. All right, pick it up, Kay. Don't do it there. Don't turn. All right, let me have it, Kay. Thank you. Now you can turn around, Dan.
A knife?
The end of the handle stuck in your back. You fell for one of the oldest tricks in the book, and you a mystery story writer.
Well, at least I was right about you.
Right about me?
Look, I'll make a deal with you, Tony. Let Kay go. Kill me instead.
Tony? Tony's the murderer?
Oh, he's trying to pull the wool over your eyes, sweetie.
You're no ski bum, Tony. You've been acting a part, and you're a lousy actor.
He's the security officer at the inn, he says.
Yes, a security officer who carries a knife, huh? Now, I'll tell one.
Slashed to death. Those women, both slashed.
Now, don't get all psyched up. The knife's a tool, not a weapon. I've never needed a gun.
Well, you seem to need one now.
Precaution, that's all. I can handle you with both hands tied behind my back. Judo black belt.
Oh, really? Then suppose we just find out about that. Drop it, or I'll break your arm. Drop it. Get it, Kay.
I got it.
All right. I'm sorry, Tony. I'll take the gun now, Kay. Kay?
No.
What?
I don't know which of you to trust now. I'm sorry, Dan.
So am I, honey. I don't blame you. Everything you said, you were right. Maybe you just should have said it sooner.
We're always too busy.
Yes, I guess I was.
Hello, the hut.
Otto Hornbach. Oh, thank God. Otto.
What is this?
Take this. Take it.
A gun?
Just holding it scares me. Take it. Take it.
All right. Come inside. What is going on here?
I don't know. I'm so confused.
Tony.
Mixed up.
Dan, what has happened?
Well, to give it to you straight, Otto, I've got reason to think Tony Shaw is the man who murdered 2 women in this hut and was bent on murdering a third. Kay.
Now, he's a liar, Otto. He's the killer, not me.
How could that be?
For one thing, he pretended he was going to Indian Wells today.
Oh, I know that. Like I also know you are not a guest here. You are a detective.
You know that? How?
Oh, I look at the files in the office. I see you are on the payroll, and why? And as for you, Dan, last year and the year before, you mailed your manuscript from the inn, but this year, for no good reason, you have to go to Indian Wells. That story you told me about another ending to your novel. Oh, I'm not a fool, Dan. I wasn't born yesterday. As for either one of you being the murderer, you can't be. I am.
You?
Me. And you, my next victim. Almost from the first day you came, my next victim.
Why?
Because you are like she was, my Helga. Oh, she put me through a hell on earth. She must have her way, not mine. Do always what she wanted, not what I wanted. She came first, me second. I didn't matter.
Otto, Kay isn't like that.
They all are. Her kind. They're always, they are always small and blonde. Helpless, dependent, in need of your strength. At first you're taken in, poor little thing, so helpless, so dependent on you, so in need of your strength, your masculine strength, so you give it a little here, a little there, and gradually, so gradually, you don't know it's happening. You give her all your strength, and there's none left for you. You are caught. You are trapped in a web you thought was made of love, but is really made of what? Of ego. That's what they call it. Ego. The I of I am this, and I want that, and nobody matters but me.
Leave him alone. Let him talk it out.
You are Helga.
Me?
Oh, not just you. At the inn, there are Helgas all the time. At least 3 or 4 each season. Spoiled, determined, pampered, coddled by fools. The husbands they are destroying, as Helga destroyed me. Me. Or nearly did. I woke up in time and destroyed her.
With a knife, Otto?
It was handy. In the kitchen it happened. And I loved her. Even when I was killing her and driving the knife home again and again. I loved her. Isn't that strange? You see? So now I must kill you, like Mrs. Horner last year and Miss Yates the year before that. Kill you. You see, to save him.
Otto, I don't need saving.
Dan, you can't handle this. Neither can Tony. Only a woman can handle this, if it can be handled.
You see, you hear what she says. Only a woman can handle it. Oh, spoiled, rotten.
No, Otto, scared rotten. The way Helga was, and Mrs. Horner, and Miss Yates.
Scared? Mrs. Horner, Miss Yates? You?
And Helga.
Oh, no, that is not so. She had me trapped.
Because she was afraid of what would happen if she didn't trap you. Otto, she trapped you because she loved you and was afraid she might lose you.
Lose me? To who lose me?
Another woman.
Another? But, there were no other women.
There are always other women.
Which of you first?
Otto,
I'm sorry, but you must die before I kill her. Not witnesses. I cannot have witnesses.
For God's sake, Otto, didn't you hear what Kay said? She just told you a simple truth, a simple, womanly truth. A woman traps a man because she loves him, and she's scared to death of losing him.
She lies. Like all women, she lies. All right, which one first, huh? Tony? Dan?
Me.
Hey, what in blazes is he
I'm
doing?
between you now. Between him and you. You'll have to shoot me first. When he does, jump him.
And I thought you said you had no nerve.
Get out of the way.
Kay, please.
Jump him when he fires. Well, go on, Otto. Shoot.
Get out of the way. You, I must kill with the knife.
Sorry. Change of plan. A gun this time, Otto. A gun or nothing. Give it to me. Or shoot.
Another step. One more, and I kill you.
You're going to kill me anyhow, so what have I got to lose? Give me that gun.
No, wait.
What?
Kay, it works both ways. Now get out of his way. Let him shoot us first. That'll give you a second or two to get out that door.
And leave you here, dead? Do you think I'd want to go on living? Out of the gun.
You mean it? You mean what you say?
Of course I mean it. Why else would I...
But I don't understand. You You would give your life to save his? No. Oh, no. This is not possible. Women are... Oh, no, they are selfish. They come first. Always they come first. All of them.
Not all, Otto. Not every woman is like your Helga must have been.
I was wrong about Miss Yates, Mrs. Horner.
I don't know about them, but you're certainly wrong about me.
Wrong. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Kay?
I'm all right. Better see to him.
Oh, crazy. Shot himself.
Dan, is he...
No, he's breathing. Now, we've got to get him down to the inn fast.
I'll give you a hand.
Kay, sweetheart. You saved our lives. Believe me, from here on, you can take all the dares you want, and I won't say a word.
You won't have to, Dan. There aren't going to be any more. I just took my last.
Luckily, though, Kay Wiley paid the piper, as must we all. The price was not exorbitant. Her life. You ask me, she got off easily. How about you? You building up a debt you'll have to settle one day with your piper? Better do a little thinking about that. Better do a little thinking myself. I'll be back shortly. Otto Hornback, you'll want to know, lives comfortably today in a rest home. Tony Shaw is back in San Francisco. As for Dan and Kay Wiley, well, Kay doesn't take any dares anymore. She's much too busy bringing up the twins. Dan continues to be a very successful writer of mysteries. Incidentally, you needn't bother to buy his latest Minerva Twine mystery. You just heard it dramatized. Our cast included Rosemary Harris, Larry Haynes, Ralph Bell, and Norman Rose. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Scorpio, this is a bad day for you. Your sudden death is imminent. Be sure to put all your affairs in order. You cannot escape the inevitability of the stars. It is a hard prediction to face, but it can only be justified out of what you've done to deserve it. Damn it, are they out of their minds? That shaky little mouse, Ethel, writing a bomb like this. She'll have scared 25,000 people out of their wits. This is Amanda Amherst. Put me through to the managing editor. Oh, come on. Adam, it's Amanda. I want the presses stopped. Hold all deliveries and do everything you can to get our first run off the stands. Why? Just read Ethel Nixon's column for today and you'll see. I'm on my way down there now, and when I find out what's going on, heads are going to roll, and, brother, none of them will be mine.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, brewers of Budweiser. E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
tired of the everyday grind? Ever dream of a life of romantic adventure? Want to get away from it all? We offer you Escape.
Escape, designed to free you from the four walls of today for a half hour of high adventure.
You are on an island in the South Pacific, a fortune within your reach. Yet standing between you and freedom, keeping you a captive and a slave, is a giant of a man, and the most beautiful woman you've ever seen.
Listen now as Escape brings you John Russell's great story, The Bird of Paradise.
With his heart full of greed and 100 pounds in his pocket, Andrew Harbin traveled east through the archipelago into the Solomon Sea. He went questing across many degrees of latitude before he came to the Spice Islands, where at the ancient town of Ternate, he found the shop of a fat Dutch half-caste. There he was shown into a room that flamed with color, as if all the rainbows of the seas had been trapped and graded and hung up for sale. These were the skins of the birds of paradise, the shyest and rarest of all creatures.
Dutchman.
Yeah?
Which is the prize bird of this lot?
All are very scarce.
I didn't ask that. I asked which is the scarcest.
I will make you a bargain on any of them.
No, you won't. I'll make you a bargain.
I do not understand.
It's not your price to sell I want, but to buy.
You have birds for me to buy?
Not yet, but I will have. Where do these skins come from?
Who knows? From island tribes to the east somewhere. Sea gypsies trade them from coast to coast until they finally arrive near enough to Ternate for me to buy.
There'll be no middlemen with me. I'll go direct to the islands.
Huh. Maybe you might kill 5, 6 natives before they cut off your head.
Nonsense.
Also, the sun is very hot today.
Now look here, you stupid Dutchman.
Please, I meant no insult, please.
And watch your tongue before I twist it out of your fat mouth.
All right. It's your life you risk. Come, I will show you something. Now, in this chest is the rarest bird of all.
Show me. Purple and gold. I never saw one like that.
Yeah, I call it the Imperial Bird of Paradise. Once a year comes to me 6 skins. No more. Worth 50 times the price of common ones.
50 times?
Never comes more than 6 skins.
From where?
Who knows? The natives with which I trade and the wild sea gypsies with which they trade. Nobody knows. But somewhere east is an island, one island where lives the Imperial Bird of Paradise.
I'm not looking for fairy tales, Dutchman.
Yeah, well, maybe it is only a fairy tale.
But you do get a few of these skins, huh?
6 a year. No more.
Very well, then. Tell me where I can pick up a small cutter. Seaworthy, but cheap. I'm going to find that island.
The Solomon Sea is sprinkled with thousands of tiny islands, one very much like another, and all equally wild and uncharted. And very soon after sailing from Ternate, Andrew Harbin could not have told his whereabouts on a map within the dab of his thumb. For 3 months he wandered fruitlessly through the sea and touched upon island after island. Then, as he was about to give up, he fell ill with a fever, and when a howling gale smashed his vessel on a reef one night, he was cast ashore, dazed, and scarcely caring where he had landed. When morning came, it wasn't the sun that woke him, but a huge monster of a man with cold blue eyes and a thick red beard.
Are you dead or just playing possum? I thought so. Where's your boat, mister? Who's here with you?
I'm alone. My boat's wrecked.
Trying to land it in a storm? What kind of a sailor are you?
I'm not a sailor.
Well, what might you be, then?
A trader. A businessman.
That's a lie. There's no white traders among these islands, never have been.
Well, I'm not exactly a trader. I'm looking for something. Maybe you can help me. After I get a little food and rest.
We'll see about that when you tell me what you're looking for.
I'm looking for an island.
Oh, you are, eh? Well, you're on an island. My island.
Your island? Who are you, anyway?
I'm Jim O'Ryan, late second mate of the schooner Mary Friend, wrecked of that reef out there December 19th, 3 years ago. And you're nothing but a sneaking trespasser. I know what you're looking for.
No, I came in peace, O'Ryan. I don't want your island.
Yes, you do. You're one of them fortune hunters is what you are. I tell you, mister, I've been expecting one of your kind. I've been waiting for you.
Waiting? For me?
Or some thief like you. But you should have brought along a company and a machine gun or two. Why, man, did you think to cut out this little island by your only, the likes of you? Should have broke your neck first off.
Why didn't you?
Wanted to be sure in my mind just what manner of man you are first.
And, sir?
You've come to destroy this place. The stink of the world is on you, mister. You're evil, and you're going to be treated like evil.
I've come too far to be stopped now, O'Ryan.
The fight you want, well, then...
And so the huge Orion took Andrew Harbin, now unconscious, slung him under one arm, and climbed the beach to a little clearing in the jungle beyond. There stood a neat bamboo house, and before it, a girl. She was clothed in one gorgeous robe of purple and gold, made all of bird skins. Hundreds of imperial paradise bird skins. And she herself was even more beautiful than they.
Orion, you lied to me. You did not bury them all. You told me you buried them, every one.
Well, how do you know I didn't dig this lad up again, Lagoma? Who do you think it might be now? The captain?
It can't be.
No, captain never could have grown so monstrous thin. Look at this one.
He's alive, Orion. It's a man.
Yeah, what's left? A poor specimen of that. Wouldn't it be best to kill him now, Lagoma?
No.
What? Now, what's this to bite me? What made you do that, huh? What's come to you?
I want him. Don't bury him away in the ground with the others. He's a new white man. I want him to keep.
Oh, you do, eh? Well, I had no idea I was bringing a present to strike your fancy so close. Well, you little spitfire.
Don't you touch her, Orion.
Oh, look, Nagoma. Your beachcomber's going to be a hero.
Lay off her.
Come on, lad. Give it to me.
I'll give it to you.
Now, again, get up and try it again. Oh, man, that was good. First fair wallop I've had of the enemy armed for 3 years.
Stop, Orion. Don't spoil him. Don't take him away from me, or I will be very angry. Carry him into the house now before he dies.
So, you're awake now, eh?
I'm awake.
3 days of eating and sleeping's enough.
Got a bit of fever yet.
That'll go.
I want to thank you and Nagama both for your care.
Do you now?
Well, I'd have died otherwise.
My real mistake was not cracking your neck off before Nagoma laid eyes on you. I forgot the child had seen no other man but me for years. Now she's taken a notion to you, like a new toy or a bit of a poodle dog.
You kept me alive.
And I'll let you live such as you are so's Nagoma will have her poodle to play with. Even though you come to this lovely Eden of mine to rob it for dirty gain, you thieving buccaneer.
I'm an honest trader, Orion. I'm not a thief.
Ooh, maybe Nagoma believes that, even though I've warned her what you come here for and what kind of a man you are. She's all innocence, that child.
But what is there here to rob you of? It's just another island.
It's the island you was hunting for, you scum. And sorry I am I ever traded one of them purple bird skins now. I might have known it to bring greedy devils like yourself smelling for the place. I had to have knives and tobacco, and them sea gypsies would take nothing else.
Oh, you mean the birds of paradise, huh?
Don't be sly with me, you filthy rat. And forget about Nagoma, too. She thinks you're something grand now. She'll know better when she sees you're put to your proper place.
What do you mean?
There's no gun on this island, Harbin. Whenever you want to kill me, you'll have to try with your hands. And you can try and I can smash your face again.
Why should I try?
Well, you're not going to like the jobs I set you to.
Jobs?
Didn't I tell you? Well, there's much to be done by way of public improvement around here. And you'll start in a big pit I've dug clear in a spring of water.
You mean it? You're going to keep me here as a slave?
Well, you don't think I'd let you go knowing what you do about them birds, do you now?
What do I care about your birds?
I told you to stop that lying. Now a slave is what you are. Till you prove yourself a better man than me, do you see?
You are listening to The Bird of Paradise, tonight's presentation on Escape. Stan Freberg stars on CBS Radio's Friday night comedy series called That's Rich. Try it on for size and for laughs tomorrow night on most of these same stations. That's Rich, you will say, and you'll be right. And now, Escape and the second act of The Bird of Paradise.
Andrew Harbin had traveled far and suffered much to find the island of the imperial bird of paradise, but his pains had just begun. Still weak and feverish, he was taken next day to the edge of a black volcanic cliff, and there he was kicked into a great hole some 12 feet deep and with straight, unscalable sides. After him, Orion threw a wooden spade and a bucket and ordered him to dig for a spring that might lie under the rock. And here Andrew Harbin toiled and sweated like the slave he had become day after day. And here he lived. At noon, Nagoma would bring his food and lower it in a basket. And then, perched on the bank above him, she'd gaze down at him and talk.
Are you feeling better today, Andrew?
How could I feel better? Kept down here like a bear in a pit.
Sometimes I think you should have never come to this island at all.
Sometimes I wonder what goes on in your head, Nagoma.
Not much, I suppose. I know little of the world. Only what Orion has told me.
I see. But, look, Nagoma, don't you ever want to get away from here? Get out into the world?
I've never been in the world. I was going to Port Moresby. A missionary was taking me, but he was drowned when we wrecked. The island where I was born and this one is all I know.
Nagama, how would you like to go with me?
With you?
Ah.
Oh, I'd like that, Andrew. But Orion says the world isn't nice. He says people are always stealing and lying and fighting. Nobody has any honesty or honor.
No. That's not true.
Orion says it is. He says if people knew of us, they'd take our world away.
Do you love Orion, Nagama? Huh?
You mean like sometimes I'd comb his beard?
Maybe.
I'd like to comb yours too, Andrew. You have such a pretty yellow beard. All curly.
Well, listen, Nagama. You can't comb the beards of two men. You can only love one man.
You talk such funny words, Andrew. I know nothing of these things. What use are so many words?
Oh, I'll show you what use they are, Nagama.
How?
Help me get out of this pit some dark night.
Oh, no, Andrew. He put you there.
Listen, Nagama. Do you know why I came to this island?
Orion says it was because you are a thief.
No. I came here to take you away, Nagama. I came to find you and take you back with me.
Me? Why, Andrew?
Because I love you. And because you're beautiful. There's no one in the world as beautiful as you, Nagama.
Is this truth, Andrew?
Orion told you I came seeking the bird of paradise, didn't he?
Yes.
Well, he's right. Except for one thing.
What one thing, Andrew?
You are the bird of paradise.
Oh, Andrew. I'm so glad you're still alive.
Well, my pirating scureen, how's the luck down there?
Orion, if you've any decency left, get me out of here.
A thief and a spoiler like you talking of decency. Get to work and find that spring. Ah, by heaven, you're not worth your keep, Harbin. I'm coming down there. You wait till I fix my rope.
Hey, you might have let me climb down that rope instead of kicking me into this hole like you did.
The rope's for me. Harbin, you've done mighty little work down here.
There's no spring under this rock, Orion, and you know it.
Why, then dig for gold, man, or precious stones. You're a fortune hunter, are you not?
You're insane.
Insane, am I? Because I want to live here in peace. Because Nagoma's more to me than the riches I could have from the birds.
All right. All right. Look, Orion, you've got a boat. I saw it. Let me take it and leave here.
I've thought of that. And it's 1,000,000 to 1 chance that you'd ever be able to find your way back, but I won't risk it.
What are you going to do with me, then?
Harbin, a plucky freebooter like you can handle a shovel brisker than you've been doing. Now dig into it, you lazy scowbanker.
No, I won't.
You won't, eh? Then maybe you're ready to fight. Is that it, lad?
No.
You hurt him.
No, he's not hurt, Nagoma. He needed limbering up is all. I'm coming out now.
You promised me, Orion.
I promised you what?
You said you wouldn't spoil him.
Oh. Well, now look at him now, Nagoma. He's on his feet again, as good as new.
Are you all right, Andrew?
I'm all right.
See? Now, I've work to do, Nagoma, and you can stay and play with your poodle dog if you like.
And you keep away from him, Orion.
You teach him to be civil, then.
Poor Andrew. Would you like some water?
No, thanks.
You mustn't think Orion's always so mean. You should have seen how patient he was teaching me to read.
He taught you to read?
Out of a book he saved from the ship. It's the only one we have.
The Bible, eh?
No. It's the ship's book. The log.
The log? The log of the Merry Friend?
Of course, it's not very interesting. It's full of numbers and the like.
Sure. Numbers. Longitude, latitude. Every day. Every day till she was wrecked out there.
What, Andrew?
Listen, Gomer, I'm a far better educated man than Orion. I can teach you many wonderful things he's never heard of.
Can you, Andrew?
Of course. But you'll have to bring the book with you.
Well, what good would that do, Andrew? You down there and me up here.
Listen to me, Nagoma. All the things I have to teach, I must whisper to you with my lips against your ear. Do you understand?
Are they truly wonderful things, Andrew?
Wonderful things, Nagoma. But don't you see, I'll have to get out of here first.
But how can you get out?
The rope. Orion's rope. You can tie it and drop it down and leave it hanging. And then when it's dark, I'll come out and meet you on the beach.
Orion would be very angry, Andrew.
You'll never know. Tonight, Nagoma, bring the book with you to the beach. I'll meet you there, where Orion's boat is anchored.
All right, Andrew. And maybe I can comb your pretty yellow beard.
Oh, yes. Yes, Nagoma. Yes, of course.
Andrew Harbin had known many women and many different kinds, but Nagoma's almost incredible simplicity was something new and startling. Because of it, however, he regained his freedom. And when night came, he climbed up the rope and made his way to the beach, his wooden shovel in hand in case Orion should stumble on them. Nagoma was waiting, as she had promised, and in the moonlight she seemed more than ever like the imperial bird of paradise. He put out his hand and touched her priceless robe where it hung across one shoulder.
Andrew, you've come out. Orion will kill you if he finds us.
It's worth the risk, Nagoma.
Oh, I did a very bad thing to listen to you and let you out. I was a bad girl, Andrew. Why did you make me?
Nagoma, my little wild bird, I must teach you what it is to love.
You promised to teach me many wonderful things, Andrew.
Yeah.
Here, I brought the book, The Log of the Merry Friend.
Oh, good. I'll put it in my belt. Yeah.
But you were going to teach me from it.
There's no time now, Nagoma. Later.
Later?
When we're at sea, I'm in Orion's boat. You'll come with me. Well, you will, won't you?
You want me, Andrew?
Oh, you know I do.
And the birds of paradise?
Well, I told you. You're what I came here after.
Nagoma! Nagoma!
It's Orion.
Nagoma!
There, he's on the beach there, near his boat.
He hasn't seen us. Let's hide, Andrew. Hurry. He's coming this way.
Behind that palm there. I'll fix him this time.
Not with the shovel, Andrew. No,
Quiet,
no.
Quiet. You'll be quiet. I got him. I've won, Nagoma. I've won.
You killed him.
No, he isn't dead, but I've got the log. I'll come back and strip this island. I'll take 1,000 skins. I'll be rich. There won't be a bird left when I'm through.
The log, Andrew. That's what you wanted the log for.
It's as good as a map. It's better.
It wasn't to teach me wonderful things.
What do you need to know? I'm going to be rich.
Orion was right. You are only a thief.
But I want you too, Nagoma.
Me too. Orion wants only me. He cares for none riches.
Orion's a fool, but we're wasting time. Let's get to the boat and put to sea before he comes around.
No, Andrew.
Huh?
You go. I'm staying here.
What?
You want the skins more than you want me. You lied about coming here just for me.
What difference does it make?
You better hurry, Andrew.
All right. Stay then if that's what you want.
Wait. Before you go, kiss me just once.
Kiss you? You're an odd girl.
Please?
Oh, all right. But why? Why do you kiss me now, Nagoma?
Quick now, hurry.
Goodbye. Bye.
And so, on Orion's boat, Andrew Harbin made his escape. All that night, he labored hard to keep from wrecking on the innumerable reefs that seemed to protect every island he passed. And he had no time to think about Nagoma and why she had rejected him with their first kiss and their last. But with the coming of the sun next morning, he found out. Yes. And in the months that followed, as he sailed here and there over the sea, trying to find his way back to civilization, he had time to ponder on the unbelievable cunning of even the most innocent of women.
Andrew Harbin. Back at last. I thought you were dead.
I very nearly died, Dutchman.
Aha. You bring your head at least. And the Imperial Bird of Paradise. Did you find the island?
Almost. I almost found it, Dutchman.
Almost?
I had the island right here in my belt. Longitude and latitude. And a woman embraced me. Embraced me and robbed it back.
What are you saying, Harbin?
The ship's log. It was as good as a map. But I'd never find the island again now if I had 50 years to look for it.
Yeah, the sun is bad for white men. It makes fairy tales in the head.
Yes. It's time, Dutchman. I'm afraid you're right.
Under the direction of Norman MacDonald, Escape has brought you The Bird of Paradise by John Russell, specially adapted for radio by John Meston, starring John Daner as Andrew Harbin. Featured in the cast were Lawrence Dobkin, Gene Bates, and Ben Wright. Edgar Berrier was the narrator. Your announcer, George Walsh. The special music for Escape is composed and conducted by Leith Stevens. Next week...
You are kneeling in the church of a Caribbean village, seeking the sanctuary it might offer, while slowly, walking down the aisle, carefully studying each bowed head, is the brute of a man who has come to kill you.
So listen next week when Escape brings you Les Crutchfield's story, Violent Night. Don't look back. Look ahead to tomorrow night when CBS Radio presents another Arthur Godfrey Digest. It's the Godfrey Gang on nighttime radio over most of these same stations, taking all their best daytime songs, music, and shenanigans and pasting them together in one Friday night scrapbook of smiles and syncopation. The Arthur Godfrey Digest. Don't miss it tomorrow night at the Star's Address. Weekday evenings, Beulah cooks up comedy on the CBS Radio Network.
CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. I have before me a gleaming crystal ball. I pass my hands over it, and I can see the future. If it really worked, of course, I could rule the world. But all it shows me is the world in the year 2176, 200 years from now. And I regret to say, it's a very frightening picture.
Keith, they're after our child. What happened? How did they find out?
Celia, listen to me, darling. You can't let yourself go.
We can't let them accommodate, Eric. We can't.
You mustn't panic. That's what they're hoping for.
But what are we going to do? How can we stop Vignor?
I don't know yet. But there's one thing I do know for sure. If we panic, our son is doomed.
Our mystery drama, Area 13, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Murray Burnett and stars Mandel Kramer. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and True Value Hardware Stores. I'll be back shortly with Act One. Through a glass, darkly. That is how we perceive the future. The fantasies of our science fiction writers have come true through the years with an almost frightening precision. Space flight is here. Other planets are being talked about and explored for colonization purposes. But through all the visions runs a thread of despair. Today, we take a leap 2 centuries into the future and join a meeting in progress. A meeting of the accommodators, the rulers of the one world we now have in 2176. The meeting is chaired by Kryl, provost of the accommodators.
Rulers and counselors of the planet, it is the considered opinion of your provost that we are faced with a grave crisis. The matter came to my attention only yesterday, which explains the emergency nature of this extraordinary session. It was included in a routine report of our sentinel from Area 13. I have taken the liberty of extracting from the computer the portions of the tape that comprise the crux of the matter. I urge our closest attention as I replay those portions now.
Computer readouts indicate presence of non-registered, unaccommodated child in Area 13. Attempts to identify child have all proved fruitless. All information fed to Comp Master came back with same reading. Insufficient data. Please advise.
The silence I hear in the chamber properly reflects the gravity of the situation and explains the presence of our esteemed friend Vignor at this meeting.
Since the provost has mentioned my name, I would like it to be put on the record that I think, with all due respect, that he is overreacting.
Reasons?
Computer error, for one.
Yes, possibility, but remote.
Assuming for the moment our Sentinel's information is correct and that somewhere in Area 13 there is a non-registered, unaccommodated child, where is the crisis?
As you well know, Vignor, our genetic makeup is different. We can experience neither anger, nor joy, nor remorse. But we do have the capacity for and the desire to use power.
I know all that. Why was I summoned? What are my orders?
They will be given to you privately by me in complete confidence. Very well, councilors, this meeting is now dismissed with council members assured that this grave matter will be dealt with promptly and efficiently. And I think we will find my office more comfortable.
I assume you intend sending me to Area 13.
It is correct. I call your attention to your genetic chart on the screen behind my desk.
I really don't understand why you've gone to so much...
Please, Vignor, it's vital that you understand the importance of this mission. Now, you are a unique blend. Your mother was artificially inseminated with an unusual helix formation, which produced an individual with the characteristics that make you so outstanding in your designated work. But...
Yes?
These two characteristics are empathy and a certain measure of understanding. On this assignment, I warn you to be extremely aware of them, because we must discover the identity of this child.
Understood. But one child, Kryl?
You completely understand that the population must be controlled. One pebble dropped in the wrong place at the wrong time can cause an avalanche. You must not fail, Vignor.
Why are you so late? I've been waiting here by the fountain for over an hour. I've almost given up hope and gone back to work.
Celia, I couldn't get away from the hospital on such short notice. We were running tests on what appears to be a new viral strain, which, fortunately, seems relatively harmless. What's the matter? Did we have a problem?
Marissa called to tell me about the arrival of a new teacher at Alpha. She asked me to arrange housing.
And that made you send me the emergency signal and meet here where we can't be taped?
You know how friendly I am with Marissa. She says Alpha doesn't need a new language teacher.
Meaning what?
I'm afraid they found out. Keith, I'm terrified.
Celia, darling, look, give me your hands. Now, just look at me.
Keith, we never should have done it.
I want to quote to you from one of the banned books, and listen closely. The guilty flee where no man pursueth.
But our son is being pursued. I know it. I feel it.
But there's still no facts to support your feeling.
Well, how about my intuition? You've always claimed to have great respect for it.
All right. Let's assume for the moment that there is something to justify your feelings. What do we do?
I don't know.
Just hand over Eric, our son, and say, here he is, accommodated?
No.
And that would also bring up the question of what the council would do with us. Have you thought of that?
Heaven help me, I have.
Well, I have, too. Maybe they'd forgive us and leave us alone if we gave up our son.
Never. We made a decision 9 years ago, and we're going to stay with it.
I always knew I married the right girl. Now, come on, darling. Let's take a realistic look at what we can expect, assuming that this new language teacher is what you think he is.
If he is, Eric, you and I are doomed.
No, not necessarily. Look at it this way. It took them 9 years before they even got suspicious. So we've covered our tracks well.
Not well enough.
Again, I disagree with you. Look at the facts. If they knew that Eric was an unreported child who hadn't been accommodated, they'd just have walked into the school and plucked him out of it.
Well, that's true.
So even if this new teacher is a spy, he's here trying to locate Eric. And we have no choice but to see that he doesn't locate him.
Well, how do we do that?
By holding fast to our original plan, which worked for 9 years. And above all, not to give this fellow even a whiff of the fact that we have anything to fear.
Oh, Mrs. Luton. Mr. Luton. Sorry to shout after you like this, but I'd just come from your house. Because Marissa told me you were the one to see about living space. Lucky I ran into you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr.
Vignor. Oh, didn't Marissa give you my name?
Of course, it slipped my mind.
You do have a place for me to stay.
Of course. It's not very elegant.
Oh, as a teacher, I'm really not used to elegance. But why don't we go back to your house for a chat?
Well, I'd like to, Mr. Vignor, but I'm due back at the hospital. As a matter of fact, I never should have taken this brick.
Why did you? Oh, don't take that as a thrust, Doctor. I'm very well aware that all work and no play makes an unaccommodated citizen very unhappy.
Well, all right, if it won't take too long.
Not long at all. Matter of fact, I can not only arrange my room, but also get your feelings about the children's needs at Alpha. I'm seeing all the parents. I really have a great deal to do, and if I'm to succeed, I'd better fill you in right away. Briefly, the Educational Alliance has been concerned with the results coming out of Alpha in the language field. Now, as an expert in language and an expert in child psychology, I'd like to hear your feelings about this.
Well, we have no feelings because, frankly, we haven't noticed any problem.
No, of course you wouldn't. After all, you're unaccommodated parents of an unaccommodated child. And with everyone equal, there should be no language problem at all.
You do realize that we're monitored here?
Of course.
How did you know that we were unaccommodated?
Oh, come now, Doctor. I would never have been sent into this area without a thorough briefing. Besides, there's always the factor of the high visibility that all unaccommodated citizens share.
Mr. Vignon, to be perfectly honest, I find this conversation very disturbing.
In what way?
Well,
You find the monitor inhibiting?
No, not at all. We accept that as part of our conditions. We understand the privilege of being unaccommodated, and we're happy to pay the price.
Happy? Now, there's an adjective that is only in the vocabulary of the unaccommodated. Isn't that so, Mrs. Luton?
We're also capable of experiencing sorrow, Mr. Vignor.
But there's no reason in our civilization for sadness.
Mr. Vignor, can we come back to the reason for this meeting? The children, remember?
No, I'm sorry. I haven't made myself clear. When any problem arises concerning the education of the children, the council feels it is an area for concern. Now, as you well know, with a tightly controlled population, there should be no problems with education at all. Now, even though I intend to speak to all of the parents in this area, the only ones I think that can be of help are the unaccommodated parents.
Why?
Well, I should think the answer is obvious. All accommodated parents will be satisfied with whatever progress or lack of it their children are making, whereas...
Both Keith and I are perfectly satisfied with the progress of our son at Alpha.
Excellent. That gives us a starting point. Although I know your son, Richard, is that his name?
Yes, that's his name.
Yes, that Richard is unaccommodated. He was registered according to the regulations, and I'm relieved to find that his progress is normal. Now, have you had any occasion to observe any of the other children?
No.
Well, I suppose that might be too much to expect, but I was hoping that you or your husband could give me some hint as to...
As to what, exactly? I'm still confused about what you're looking for, Mr.
I'm looking for help, Doctor. Now, at the risk of boring you, I have to remind you about a subject you know a great deal about. Our genetic population plan. Now, since all accommodated children are born artificially, with rigidly controlled HELEX systems, it becomes a major source of concern when our computer bank indicates some malfunction, no matter how slight. Now, if I may say so, Doctor, you and your wife represent 1/500th of our fail-safe lifeline. That is, you reproduce normally with children that we know to be unaccommodated. Now, I was hoping that perhaps in your position at the hospital, you might have come across something unusual in the way of illness in one of the children.
Oh, well, no, if anything of the sort has occurred, I would have reported it immediately.
Of course you would. How could you do otherwise?
I have no right to ask this question, but I'm curious. What is your genetic pattern, Mr. Vignor?
Well, Dr. Luden, I may someday satisfy your curiosity. But at the moment, I feel we don't know each other well enough. So, if your wife will be kind enough to hand me the card with the address of my quarters, I'll say goodbye for now.
Life in the year 2176. A grim picture? Perhaps, but if we stop and think, how far away are we from leading lives such as the citizens in Area 13? Maybe it won't be as long as 200 years. As for me, I sincerely hope it'll be a lot longer. We'll be back with Act 2 shortly. The sounds of the future. Will they be the harmonious music of the spheres? Or will they be disturbingly dissonant sounds that herald a darker design? Here's one view of one world in the year 2176. We continue our story in the office of the administrator of the Alpha Institute, in what is designated as Area 13. She's talking with the newly assigned language teacher.
I wanted to talk to you about these vocabulary tests which are scheduled for tomorrow.
Yes?
I thought perhaps we should discuss them.
Well, fine. Let's do so.
It's difficult for me.
Why?
Well, you probably know that I am not patterned for questioning orders.
Certainly you're patterned for dealing with problems in your field.
Of course.
The tests are educational. Therefore, you should be able to discuss them.
Well, it just seems to me that these tests are structured more to measure a spirit of independence rather than a language skill.
Well, that's interesting. How do you reach that conclusion?
Well, this question, number 4, which reads, pick the right word to complete the following sentence. I am very good, bad, lost, me.
Well?
I am me, of course, is bad grammar. But I'm puzzled as to why it was included at all. It seems to point in quite another direction rather than language.
What direction?
I really don't know. I suppose I could be mistaken.
Could you?
Of course I must be. I don't know what made me bring it up in the first place.
Well, let me congratulate you. You're really a very well-accommodated citizen.
Oh, thank you.
Of course, you were only half mistaken. Several of those questions don't properly belong in a language test.
I see.
For some unexplained reason, in my genetic pattern, there is an abundance of curiosity. I don't know how or why it happened, but it did. And that's the reason for those questions. Merely to satisfy my curiosity.
Marissa, what a delightful surprise.
I was afraid you might still be at work, and Celia, I am very upset. It's about
As a matter of fact, Marissa, you were lucky to catch me. I've got a date with Keith, and I'm late now.
But I need to talk to someone, and...
I'm not going to run out on you. I was just going to suggest you come along with me. We can always send Keith on an errand to find some excuse so we can be alone. So come along now, Marissa. Oh, Marissa, now we can talk.
I really don't understand why you and Keith come here. It is so noisy, and it's not even near your house or the hospital.
Oh, this is where Keith and I first met. You know how we unaccommodated are. It's romantic to us.
I suppose it means something to you, but it is beyond my past.
Oh, forget about that. Now tell me why you came to see me.
It's just that I have a feeling. No, I suppose all I can say is I just don't feel right.
How about seeing Keith? He might be able to...
No. Keith is the same as any other doctor. He would just send me to an adjuster.
You think there's really something wrong with your harmony structure?
There must be.
Well, what makes you say that?
Because I know I should not be feeling the way I do. Zigner told me that the language tests were all right, and he even explained about those questions. But I still
What
feel...
is this about Vignor and language tests? What does he have to do with your feelings?
Vignor is the new language teacher at Alpha. And those tests are not really vocabulary tests. They are neither valid nor reliable for vocabulary tests.
What do you think they are?
Individuality tests, self-will tests, if that makes it any clearer.
That makes it very clear. Why do you think a language teacher would give tests in that classification?
I do not know. I cannot understand it, and that's what troubles me. I also do not think...
Yes?
Nothing.
No one can help you if you don't communicate, Marissa.
I know, but...
You don't trust me?
Oh, it is not that. You and Keith have been so close. I sometimes don't understand why someone like me should be so well accepted by you and Keith.
That invisible line that's drawn between accommodated and unaccommodated citizens is really not factual. Now, what disturbs you about Vignor?
It's just that he does not seem to be or behave like a real language teacher. It is not just the tests. His whole attitude is somehow different. And it feels wrong.
Perhaps he's unaccommodated.
I don't know. I do not think so. But he's different. He bothers me.
Why?
If I tell you, do you promise you will not tell a soul except Keith?
I promise.
I am worried about my son. I do not know why, but I feel Zignor's presence here threatens my son.
Now I'm sure you understand why I asked you to meet me here in the park before dinner.
Of course, darling. We can't be monitored here beside the fountain.
Well, what do you think?
Celia, I think you're right. I think your instinct is dead on target as usual.
Much good that does us. Our son is going to be accommodated. Or worse.
Well, you're assuming that Vignor will find him.
Oh, let's face it, Keith. We're up against the state, the counselors, Carl. What chance do we stand against them?
Only one, my love. We are unaccommodated.
Meaning?
Meaning that we're unpredictable. That's our only chance against all the computers, all the machinery that's arrayed against us. Remember, it's mechanical.
And terrifyingly efficient.
Well, we fooled it for 9 years.
Well, how did they discover it now?
They haven't. Hold on to that, Celia. They're only suspicious. It's up to us to throw them off the track again.
But there's Marissa. She's already disturbed. Well, what do you think it will take to make her break?
I'm afraid very little, but remember, she knows nothing.
But strangely enough, she feels she should be worried about her son. She's desperately looking for an excuse to have him recessed. for the time that Vignor's here.
She mustn't do that.
Oh, I know. Well, I think I managed to persuade her to hold off. But she's carrying a tremendous guilt load.
Well, what has she got to feel guilt for?
Oh, Keith. She's accommodated, and she's been told that the tests are really what they claim to be. Even daring to harbor a suspicion that what she's been told is incorrect is breaking her pattern. The question is, what do we do?
I have to think.
Do we have time?
I don't know, Celia, but if we act without thinking, we're playing right into their hands. All we have is ourselves and the brains we were born with. And if they aren't enough to outthink a patterned human robot, then we might as well pack everything in and forget about us, our son, and the world.
You have reached trial.
This is Vignor with my first progress report from Area 13. Will it save time if I assume that you've already heard a transcription of my talk with Alpha Administrator Marissa Finlayson?
I have indeed heard the discussion. So far, your report has given me nothing.
An analysis of my discussion with Finlayson points to several significant factors.
Which are?
Her stress behavior is irregular for an accommodated citizen.
Yes, granted. What else?
I, therefore, shall want an instant super check on her patterns and background.
It has been activated. More information, please.
My conclusions are that there's something that I have been unable to trace. But very definitely something out of the ordinary in Alpha Institute.
Irregularity is irksome, but not as dangerous as having an unreported individualist child in Area 13. Are you reporting such an individual?
No, not yet. If I make such a report, you will have the name of the child.
I expect it. The report on Marissa Finlayson is here.
Can you scan it for me?
Finlayson. Program for executive in educational field. Everything normal through childhood and adolescence. Since pattern was specifically designed for work with children, she remained unattached as programmed. Was selected for insemination for an accommodated male child in 2167. Birth normal, child normal, and registered as pattern for engineering.
Any behavioral changes since you became a mother?
None noted.
Ever visited an adjuster?
No record. What prompts that question?
You heard her question me on the purpose of the tests. Now, isn't that inconsistent with her pattern?
Possibly.
I'm curious to know why, when I pushed her, that she ran to see her unaccommodated friend, Celia Luton.
The Lutons were our prime target. They had a normal birth of an unaccommodated child 9 years ago. Periodic checks on the child as ordered have been scrupulously followed. Everything is completely regular.
The question of the unusual close friendship between Finlayson and the Lutons still nags at me.
Perhaps I can offer an explanation that will satisfy you.
It might save some time.
As you well know, there is one factor which the programmers have been unable to control. There is no gene they've been able to isolate to govern it. And that is the amount of parental concern evidenced by members of both sexes. It varies from male to male and from female to female. I suggest that since Finlayson was strongly child-oriented and she and the Lutons both have one child, that is the link which binds them and would account for their association. Well?
Trial, you just might have hit upon something that I overlooked. I'm thinking I might reveal my true identity and my purpose.
To what end?
Well, I'm curious to study the reactions of the three people we've been discussing.
And I remind you that I and the council are interested only in the success of your mission.
I'm sure you already prepared an alternative in the event that I should fail.
Of course. We shall do a complete min-lobotomal sift screen of every child in Area 13.
Won't that drastically affect the unskilled labor population and give you a large oversupply in those fields?
Unquestionably. It will also throw off the balance in the skilled fields that we had carefully planned. But that is infinitely preferable to leaving the problem unsolved.
Trial, just to satisfy my curiosity, what do your computers say would happen if an unaccommodated child went undetected into adult life on this planet?
The story you're hearing is supposed to be taking place in the year 2176. I wonder whether any of the citizens of that world had heard of the old saying, curiosity killed the cat. Or, conversely, the answer, satisfaction, brought it back. We'll find out exactly how Vignor, the undercover man of 2176, went about satisfying his curiosity right after these messages. The year is 2176, 4 centuries after the Declaration of Independence. However, in the world of the future, as we see it, not only is that historic declaration forgotten, but independence is a word to be feared, and independence of thought and obscenity to be stamped out. We resume our story with Vignor, the undercover representative of the Planetary Council, calling on Celia and Keith Luton.
I hope I'm not intruding on your evening at home, but I have 2 confessions to make. That is, if you 2 charming people will take the time to listen.
Well, Celia and I are always happy to have visitors, but we're not adjusters nor even compensators, and listening to confessions is out of our line.
Well, my confessions aren't all that earth-shaking. As a matter of fact...
Do you honestly think this is the time and the place for confessions, Mr. Vigner, no matter how unimportant they may seem to you?
Oh, you mean the monitor? Well, nothing I have to say that a sentinel would be shocked to hear. My first confession is that I intruded on you without an invitation simply because I was lonely. Now, you know my home is in Area 4, and you and Marissa are about the only people that I know here.
Well, then you were perfectly right to come here.
My second confession is much more interesting. You see, I am not really a language teacher.
I really don't think we should hear any more.
I need your help.
Oh, I'm afraid there's no way we can help you.
How do you know? You don't even know who I am or what my problem is.
We're not interested.
I'm here representing the council, and I need your help.
Oh. Are we to take that as a directive?
No. Nothing so formal. I'm merely requesting a friendly discussion.
Of course, just a friendly discussion on a monitored, recorded conversation.
Surely you 2 must be used to that by now?
Well, we're not used to discussions with council representatives.
Oh, by the way, everything that we say here must be kept completely confidential.
Except for the sentinel on the monitor, of course.
Now, things would go much more smoothly if you'd relax and just look upon me as a sort of colleague.
Oh, that's too much. You come here as a council spy. Admit you're not what you're supposed to be, and ask us to involve ourselves in whatever scheme you have in mind and treat you as a colleague?
You're not even curious about my mission?
All we want to do is to be left alone.
Not even a question as to why I come to you rather than anyone else in the area?
All right, Mr. Fickner, why are you here and why did you choose us?
I am here to trace a rumor, an unverified report on an unregistered, unaccommodated child in the area. I chose you, obviously, because you're the only unaccommodated citizens in the area.
Well, our son has been registered.
I know. Still, the council asked me to come here. Now, I was wondering whether you had noticed anything different about any of the other children in Alpha.
But I'm sure you've been informed that we have no more than the usual casual contact with the children in Alpha, other than our son. I still don't understand why you have come to us.
You know, in ancient literature, they had a saying which went, set a thief to catch a thief. So,
Mr. Bittner, I think we have every right to resent the implication that we're lawbreakers. We've lived up to the letter of every regulation. We've monitored and observed every minute of the day and night, and I want the Sentinel to note that.
Now, all I meant was that in searching for an unaccommodated child, it would be only natural to turn to unaccommodated citizens who would quickly recognize that singular, quick brightening of the eyes when something occurs that pleases an unaccommodated child. That, in short, makes him happy.
Both Celia and I are happily busy with our work, and we had no reason to be particularly observant with any children.
How about your friend, Marissa Finlayson?
What about her?
My question. Has she exhibited any erratic behavior recently?
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to be more specific.
For an accommodated person, she seems to hold some unaccommodated ideas.
Ridiculous. As a female, I'm closer to Marissa than Keith, and I've never heard her express any opinion for which she wasn't patterned.
I have. It was in connection with a test that I'm giving to all the Alpha children.
A language test?
Supposedly. I informed Finlayson that was its purpose, and despite my telling her, she questioned it.
But she's patterned as an educational expert. If she saw that something was wrong, wouldn't it be her pattern to point it out?
It's only that thought that prevents me from recommending an adjustment. Now, I was hoping you and your husband might have a talk with her and find out what, if anything, is causing these reactions.
We're not spies.
Of course not. But you also have a stake in the success of my mission.
Well, I can't quite see how your success or failure will affect us.
Well, I'll be quite frank. Unless I hand in a satisfactory report to the council, they will order a lobotomal screen sift for every child in the area, including, of course, your son.
Then you agree with me that this Vignor isn't a language teacher?
I didn't say that, Marissa. It's just that I can see you're upset.
And I do have something to be upset about. The language tests will be given tomorrow, and then Eric will be in trouble.
Well, what makes you so sure?
Eric has influenced me. Now, I know you are going to say it is ridiculous that a 9-year-old boy can influence someone, but there are things about him that have startled me. Oh, Celia, take my word for it. He is different.
And you believe this difference will show up on the test devised by Vignor?
I am sure of it.
Well, I can't see why you're so upset, Marissa. Even if what you say is true and Eric should test out irregularly, he'll simply be sent to an adjuster, and then everything will be fine. Isn't that so?
It isn't only Eric. It is I, Celia. I do not think you can understand what he has meant to me. He has such a new way of looking at things and questioning some things I've never understood. I think if anything should change Eric, I would need an adjuster. Perhaps I need one anyway.
Have you spoken of any of this to Vignor?
No. I suppose I should have, but...
No. Never. Never, never even mention it to him. Marissa, that's a directive. Just keep your doubts entirely to yourself, and don't ever breathe a word of them to Vignor. We've been here half an hour, and we still don't know what we're going to do.
We have to think of something.
No use. We're trapped, and Eric...
Oh, honey, don't give up. We can't give up.
I can't help thinking that maybe if we'd reported Eric and registered him, he would have been better off.
No, now you're thinking the way they want you to. You know what Eric's life would have been. Monitored 24 hours a day. The only place he could ever talk is in the park with a fountain. They'd have made him a doctor, whether he wanted to be or not. He'd have practiced medicine the way they tell him to. They'd pick an unaccommodated girl for him to marry, and he'd reproduce on order.
And now he'll be turned into a vegetable.
Well, maybe not. Yes. Maybe we can still win this battle. Celia, you gave me the idea when you told me how much Marissa's concerned about her son.
Well, how does that help?
She'll help. Don't you see? She'll help us repeat what we did when Eric was born.
I don't follow you.
Come on, think, darling. Remember how all this started? Do you recall how we were joking about what a coincidence it would be if our child and Marissa's were born almost at the very same time?
I'm not likely to forget that. It was then we started thinking seriously if the children were of the same sex and were born just a few hours apart, we could exchange children. And that way give Eric a chance to grow up unaccommodated and unmonitored. I never held Eric in my arms. Never once.
Celia, darling, we knew what we were doing when we agreed to let Marissa believe Eric was her son, to raise him as hers, while we brought up her child. We did talk about it, remember?
Well, we never talked about it ending up in this hopeless, terrifying mess.
Don't give up yet, Celia. Don't forget we were successful once.
But that was in the hospital, where you were in complete charge. You had access to the records. You could issue directives to the staff.
Don't you see? Marissa's the administrator at Alpha Institute with complete access to the tests. All we have to do is persuade her to switch papers, substitute Eric's for Richard's, and everything will appear to be normal. After all, her son, Richard, whom we are raising as our child, is reported as unaccommodated, and it's only natural that he should test that way.
Well, of course, and then Richard's paper will show no trace of independence. Oh, but Keith, that means we have to tell Marissa. Then she'll know everything.
No, not everything. You will tell her you're doing this because she came for help. We tell her nothing about Eric. Not that we're his real parents or that he is unaccommodated.
But Marissa's accommodated. Can we trust her?
I don't know, Celia. I'm beginning to think so. I'm beginning to have hope not only for Eric, but for this whole planet. I mean, look at the effect Eric has already had on Marissa. You told me she's thinking differently.
But what about Vignor? Won't he be looking for tricks?
You leave Vignor to me. The first thing you have to do is find out how the papers are collected and marked and classified. Now, you get on that right away, honey.
And where do I meet you when I've got the information?
The admitting room at the hospital?
Oh, but isn't that monitored?
Yes, it's monitored but not recorded. There are too many conversations. The only recording is the actual admission procedure. Oh, darling, I love you. Good luck. Well, how'd it go?
She's on tranquilizers. But she agreed.
And the language test papers?
Special printed questions according to Vignor's orders. No names. Each child's registration number encoded at the top of the paper. Answers computerized and results printed out.
That's great. We couldn't have hoped for anything better.
Now, what are you going to do?
I have hundreds of hospital forms with every child's registration number encoded on top.
Yes, but those are hospital forms.
But the numbers aren't. Now, I'll check Richard and Eric's registration numbers and pick up a couple of forms. Then you'll have Marissa extract the 2 test papers before they get to the computer.
And what about Vignor?
Just get me the time when he's giving the test, and I'll take care of him.
Keith, I just thought of something terrible. If you succeed, Vignor fails. And if he fails, every child in the area will be given a lobotomal sift screen. There's no way we can save Eric.
We only have Vignor's word for that. I'm sure it's an empty threat. No, you just get me those test papers.
All right, Dr. Luton, now that I'm here, can you tell me what is so vitally important that I have to leave my classroom in the middle of testing and rush over?
Mr. Vignor, I think I found the child that you've been looking for.
Well, congratulations. You really amaze me, Doctor. Can I have his name and address?
Of course. His name is Robert Claster, and his address is right here. He was the victim of an accident, and he died on the operating table at 2 a.m. this morning.
Now, Dr. and Mrs. Luton, I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. If we'd known, we'd have left word.
I have some shocking news for you. You see, you were wrong about the identity of the unreported child. He wasn't Robert Claster.
He wasn't?
No. And I've established the identity of the child in question beyond any doubt. Would you be kind enough to accompany me back to your house?
Why? What you...
Since you're vitally concerned, I think you should hear my oral report, which will be given first to the Sentinel and then supplemented in writing. Now make yourselves comfortable, because I'm afraid you're in for a shock when you hear what I've discovered.
I think we've had enough of this cat-and-mouse game. Go ahead with your report.
I shall. And get yourself under control, Doctor. This is Vignor reporting on possible unregistered, unaccommodated male child in Area 13. Investigation showed that this report was triggered by clerical computer error in the use of the reverse production filmstat machine. For some reason, the machine had been programmed to interchange test papers of male child registered number 4519 and male child 3861.
But that's Richard's number.
I'll have to ask you to remain silent, Mrs. Luton, until the report is completed. Male child number 3861 is accommodated son of Marissa Finlayson. Name, Eric Finlayson. Number 4519 is Richard Luton, registered unaccommodated child of Dr. and Mrs. Keith Luton. With the resulting interchange on all tests, there was a notable variance in results, which led to misunderstanding. Case report completed and closed. Signed, Vignor. I can see why this is your favorite spot, Dr. Luton.
All right, Vignor, you can stop playing around. It's quite obvious you know everything. But what Celia and I want to know is, why did you do it? Why did you lie in your report?
If I tell you the truth, you won't believe me.
Try me.
Curiosity, Doctor. I have a tremendous amount of curiosity in my pattern. And I confess that I cannot resist trying to find out just what will happen to this controlled environment if one male, unreported, unaccommodated person grows into adulthood.
Men see the future differently, but there's no gainsaying the ever more frightening strides that science is making. We long ago discovered the power to destroy ourselves, and now we're faced with the even more frightening power of being able to control reproduction and the making of man. But so long as there is one mind in the world capable of independent thought, then there's hope. Because man's mind is capable of anything. Everything is in it, the past as well as the future. I'll be back shortly. Each of us has our personal and different pictures of what the 22nd century may be like. But the most horrific picture ever drawn is continued in a very frightening scene. It is the year 2200. There's only one man left alive on the entire earth. He sits alone in his small room, and suddenly he hears a knock on the door. Our cast included Mandel Kramer, Ian Martin, Marion Seldes, and Joan Lovejoy. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Of the everyday routine? Ever dream of a life of romantic adventure? Want to get away from it all?
We offer you Escape. Escape, designed to free you from the four walls of today for a half hour of high adventure.
Tonight, we escape to a murderous conflict of greed and passion aboard a coastwise tramp steamer headed for Central America, as John and Gwen Bagney tell it in their exciting tale, Maracas.
I am standing in the little patio of a cantina near Maracas. The air is heavy with the scent of tropical vines, tequila, and gunpowder. There's broken glass everywhere, and the most appalling silence. Captain Kelso is standing here with me. So is Estelle. And General Topaz and his men, their swarthy faces serious, completely erasing their earlier gaiety. The party is over. We're all waiting for General Topaz to give the order. And then... But maybe I'd better start at the beginning. I know now I should never have taken the berth as mate on the Bruno. She's a coastwise tramp out of San Diego, but at the time I figured working under that loudmouth, sadistic, slave-driving Kelso was better than the seaman's mission. They were carrying a cargo for Santa Gardo and 2 passengers. From the beginning, the voyage spelled trouble. For one thing, we weren't long out of Dago when we ran into the blow. I wasn't too concerned about it, but I went to notify the old man purely as a matter of routine. I found him sprawled across his bunk, his mouth open, snoring. There were a couple of empties on the floor and another in the basin. Captain Kelso. Hey, Skipper. Hey, Skipper. Storm, we're running into weather.
So, something wrong?
No, sir, I just thought you'd like to know.
Good. Now I know. Get back to the bridge.
But suppose I have to change course, sir.
Haven't you been in a blow before? Maybe I should have checked your papers before I signed you on. You are a sailor, aren't you?
Yes, sir. I've been to sea a couple of times.
Well, get out of here and quit beefing it. And don't bother me again. I got a headache.
You should have.
What's that, Mr. Doyle?
Nothing, sir. Nothing. Back in the wheelhouse, I watched the well deck below disappear completely again and again beneath the angry white water. And then, if I didn't have enough on my mind, it was the passenger, George Miley. I hate passengers. They don't belong on freighters, always underfoot, always asking fool questions. And Marling was no exception. But what was worse, he was also the shipper of all that cargo in number 2 hold. Farm equipment from Marling and Gavin, Los Angeles.
Mr. Doyle.
So we had orders to be polite to him.
Mr. Doyle.
You shouldn't be running around the ship in this kind of weather, Mr. Marling. You'll get yourself hurt.
I want to see the captain.
He's not here, sir.
Well, where is he?
He's in his quarters asleep, sir.
Asleep in a storm like this? Tell the captain I want to see him.
I can't do that, Mr. Marling.
I'm a personal friend of Captain Kelso's. He'll see me.
Sorry, but he left strict orders not to be disturbed for anything.
But the sea is wild. It'll bash my cargo to bits.
Your cargo is all right, sir. Now, why don't you just go to your stateroom and relax, huh?
Young man, when I want to discuss my business with a mate, I'll call you. When I want to talk to the captain, I mean exactly that. Now get him. If he's asleep, wake him.
Wake him nuts. I'd rather kick a cobra out of his bed. Go wake him yourself.
I will. And I shall also report you for your insolence.
Yeah, do that. What did he think? Somebody was going to steal his precious cargo? He was on the dock when we loaded it. He was in the hold when we stowed it and on the deck when we battened the hatches. If he was so afraid we'd contaminate it, why didn't he send it air express? I was still burning about it when the second came to relieve me. Went down to the galley to have a cup of coffee. Yanked the spigot of the coffee urn so hard that hot coffee splashed in and out of the cup and all over my pants. Oh! I spun around so mad I saw red. Yeah, I saw red, all right. A shining red page boy bob. And underneath it, a mocking face. And about 110 well-distributed pounds. There were only 2 passengers on board, so that made her Mrs. Miley.
May I have a cup of that?
What?
Coffee.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Do I surprise you that much?
No. As a matter of fact, I just thought that...
Yes, I know. Everybody thinks that. If they meet George first.
And if they meet you first?
Then I warn them about George.
Oh?
Was he very unpleasant?
Yeah, they got a rise out of me, if that's what you mean.
Yes, he does that to people. What did he want you to do? Stop the storm?
You know him better than I do.
I don't think you like me.
I'm sorry. I've got something else on my mind.
Oh, don't be so serious. I was only kidding you.
So?
So? It's going to be a long trip?
Excuse me, Mrs. Marling. I've got to get back to the bridge.
Everybody calls me Estelle. What do they call you?
They call me Doyle, Mr. Doyle. Excuse me.
Oh, Mr. Doyle.
Yes.
I hope I haven't rushed you.
Passengers. You see what I mean? They get in your hair one way or another. Only one day out, and already she was bored. Already she was looking for a way to pass the time and somebody to pass it with. Well, you can ignore the passengers, but the cargo, that's the lifeblood of shipping. So as soon as the storm quieted down, I went below to make sure it was all well secured. Number 3 hold filled with canned goods was okay. So was number 4, which carried a cargo of radios. Then I went into number 2 to see how Marling's farm implements were faring. And immediately I was glad I had. One end of a crate had jarred loose, and wouldn't do for Marling to find that. I brought my flashlight closer to check for possible damage, and that's when I saw them. Highly polished stocks of a half-dozen rifles. Farm equipment, huh? I ripped open a few more crates. Yeah, they were all the same. Rifles. No wonder George Marling was so concerned with his cargo. Captain Kelso.
I told you to keep out of here.
You know what we're carrying in number 2 hold?
Sure, cargo, farming equipment.
Well, the only digging it'll be doing is for graves.
What do you mean?
The crates of rifles Marling's transporting.
What are you doing in number 2 hold?
Listen, Kelso, I signed on this ship as mate, but when it comes to carrying contraband, that's something else.
The cargo's listed on the bill of lading as farm equipment. As far as I'm concerned, that's what it is. Understand, Mr. Doyle?
Yeah, I understand. What's your cut?
What are you talking about?
Kelso, you're just unsurprised enough. How much are Marling and Gavin paying you?
If you got something definite on your mind, spring it.
All right, I will. I want my share.
Why, you...
And if I don't get it, I might be unhappy. I might talk to the wrong people. Like, say, port officials.
Why, you punk. What do you think you are? Get out of here. Get out before...
Get this straight, Kelso. If I'm going to help carry trouble, I'm going to get paid for it. And you can tell that to that jerk Marling.
Why don't you tell me yourself?
All right, Marling, so you hurt me.
Well, it wasn't my fault. He was snooping around the hold, Mr. Marling. I didn't know anything about it.
Naturally you didn't. You were asleep. Drunk.
He's a meddling fool. He had no right.
Don't upset yourself, Captain.
Huh?
There's enough profit in my cargo for all of us. No reason why we can't let the man share with us, now is there?
You're making a mistake. Why don't you let me handle him?
You had that opportunity, Captain. We'll do it my way now.
And what's my share your way?
We'll talk about that.
I want a third.
A third? Oh, you are greedy. No, I'm afraid we can't let you have that much.
Why not?
There are already 3 of us in the deal. My partner Gavin in Los Angeles, myself, and the good captain here.
All right, then I'll settle for a 4th.
How about, shall we say, $3,000?
Oh, you're really off your rocker. That hold is loaded with those crates.
You better take it, Mr. Doyle. Your threat about informing the port officials won't do much good unless you get to port. See? Afraid you're not in a very good position to bargain.
I'd say I was. Because you see, Marling, you either give me a 4th, or every man in the crew will know what we're carrying before night. You know what happens then? You got a big split on your hands. Everybody shares.
You're a very smart man.
Well, Marling, is it a deal?
It's a deal.
In just a moment, we will return you to Escape. There's a fellow who makes a nice little thing singing popular songs, a fellow named Crosby, Bing Crosby. Then comes another fellow named Frank Fay and begins to analyze the words to the songs this man Crosby has been singing. Is it justice? Well, who knows? But it's one of the funniest sessions on the air, if you heard their broadcast last month. Frank Fay will pay Bing another visit tomorrow night on Bing's regular Wednesday night CBS show. Bing Crosby, Groucho Marx, Burns and Allen, Dr. Christian. They're all Wednesday night stars on most of these same CBS stations. And now we return you to Escape and the second act of Maracas.
The first day of the voyage of the Bruno was drawing to a close. Not 12 hours ago, I'd shipped out of San Diego with exactly $1.62 and a Canadian dime to my name. And now, the potential. The jackpot potential. The night was clear and dark as I came off watch. There was no moon. The storm had blown itself out to the southwest, and now only a light wind across our port beam marked its passing. Yeah, it was the kind of a night I always liked at sea. Quiet and dark. But this night I would have felt a lot happier if there'd been a moon. There were too many dark places where a man could be ambushed on a ship, and the sea is a handy repository for unwanted ballast, including the human variety. So I moved warily, conscious of every sound around me.
Mr. Doyle!
I almost jumped out of my jacket when I heard him.
Mr. Doyle!
What? Where are you?
Up here on the boat deck. May I see you a moment?
All right. Sure. I went up the steps, one hand on the railing, one hand on the pocket that held my gun. And I stopped. Took a bearing and squinted in the darkness. I could just make him out, Marling, standing near number 3 lifeboat.
Over here, Mr. Doyle.
Yeah, sure. What's on your mind?
I want to talk to you.
Yeah, I gathered that.
It's, about our partnership.
What about it?
I like you, Mr. Doyle. I think you're a fine addition to our little enterprise. But there's a little problem.
Ah, the fine print, the hidden clause in the contract. Huh?
Oh, it's nothing that can't be worked out. I'm afraid I was a little hasty, spoke inadvisedly in the captain's quarters.
Oh?
While my partner, Tom Gavin, is a very reasonable man, I feel sure he would never endorse a four-way split. You know, there's a lot of overhead to a proposition like this. It isn't all clear profit.
Get to the point, will you?
Isn't it obvious? We have one too many partners. One has to be liquidated.
Which one?
That's a decision I'll leave up to you. Captain Kelso wouldn't hesitate to do it to you if I gave him the chance.
That's a charming idea, but no thanks. I'll run your guns, but you handle your own liquidation.
Then I'm afraid you leave me no alternative, Mr. Doyle.
What?
Keep your hands up and be good enough to move back.
Hey, now, wait a minute.
Get over there between the lifeboats.
I hadn't even seen him reach for a gun, yet there it was, pointing into the pit of my stomach as he forced me backwards between the lifeboats where there's no railing. If only I could get to my gun, I'd have a shooting chance. I didn't know what the sound was, but it startled Merling just enough for me to pull my gun and hit the deck. His bullet went mild, mine found its mark. But he'd made the choice for me. Murder or be murdered. And I'd have to explain it. I wondered what I would tell them, but nobody saw it. Maybe nobody even heard it. Maybe I could just keep my mouth shut. Maybe the wind had carried the sound away. I moved quickly across the boat deck and stumbled over a davit crank handle. This must have been the cause of the sound that startled Marling. This was the thing that had saved my life. I stooped down to pick it up and became conscious of something else. A foot. A foot in a spiked-heeled sandal. Mrs. Marling. She stared at me without expression. I didn't know how long she'd stood there in the shadow of the ventilator. I tried to bumble out some kind of an explanation of how it had happened, how it wasn't my fault. I didn't know how much she'd seen, but I stopped abruptly when I heard him coming up the ladder, bellowing like a bull.
Who's up there? What's that shooting about, huh? Oh, it's you, Doyle. What are you... Miss Marling, what are you doing up here? Where's Mr. Marling? What happened?
George had an accident. He fell overboard.
What?
He was drunk. He didn't know what he was doing. He would have killed me if Mr. Doyle hadn't happened along and interfered.
Yeah, but I heard shots.
That was George. When he lost his footing, his gun went off.
Twice?
Yes, twice. I suppose you'll have to make some kind of a record of this in your logbook.
Yeah. I'd better lower a lifeboat and look for him.
Oh, it wouldn't do any good, Captain. George can't swim.
I watched Kelso walk away. I knew he didn't believe any of it. The minute he was out of earshot, I turned to her. What did you lie for? Why didn't you tell the truth the way it happened?
What do you care? You're in the clear.
I don't like the way you did it.
Well, it's done, so forget it. You ought to be grateful to me.
What for?
I saved your life. How do you think that thing got on the deck, that handle?
You mean that
That's right, I threw it. George would have killed you if I hadn't.
Hey, wait a minute. That means that you wanted him dead. Earlier tonight in the galley, I thought you were just passing the time with me. I thought that
You thought what? Let's just say I did you a favor and you did me a favor. Now we're even.
The bereaved little widow. She made that sea scum Kelso look like a choir boy. I don't know what she had in her vicious mind, but it wouldn't be good. Not that it made any difference to me. I had only one interest only, my share of the loot. Now that Marling was dead, the split should be bigger. And then I remembered. I'd done a stupid thing. I'd ripped open quite a number of those crates in my hurried inspection of the cargo, and I hadn't crated them up again. Those shiny rifle butts were visible. We couldn't risk port officials seeing them. I hurried into number 2 hold and was busy nailing up the cases when Kelso came down.
Counting your chickens?
Just protecting my investment.
You've gotten around an awful lot tonight, Doyle.
I'm an active partner.
Yeah? Well, if you want to stay that way, you'll take orders from me.
Marling's gone. It's every man for himself now.
I don't like you, Doyle.
That's mutual.
That was some cock and bull story you and her cooked up.
You heard her tell it?
I've known Marling for years. I know he never touched a drop of liquor.
Talk to her about it.
That's the trouble. I can't prove a thing. But you watch your step, Doyle. Don't you get any idea you can cut me out like you cut him out?
Yeah, well, I'm going to watch you too, Kelso. I'm going to watch you close.
You can quit fighting over it, boys. There isn't going to be any money to split.
What?
The cargo's already been paid for. Tom Gavin collected for it in Los Angeles before this ship ever sailed.
Marling told me it would be paid for at the end of the run. Marling promised
George promised a lot of things. And George isn't here.
You never intended for him to reach the end of the run. Is that it, Mrs. Marling?
Oh, smart boy.
You and Gavin had a cute little thing cooked up between you, didn't you? And I stepped in and washed your dirty linen.
You haven't anything to squawk about. You're alive, aren't you? And neither have you, Captain. You'll get paid for the freight.
Freight? For that measly amount, I took a chance on losing my license and my ship? Freight? I ought to...
Keep away from me!
All right, leave her alone. I said shut up.
If she thinks she's going to get away with it...
Shut up! Now listen. You hear that? Listen, it's ticking. Only two things tick, a clock and a time bomb. Here we've been shouting, screaming at each other as the minutes ticked away. And now we wildly fanned out with flashlights, trying to track down the source of the sound. Fighting time. Minutes. Maybe seconds. I was the one who had found it. Planted in one of the cases of rifles I'd opened. Enough TNT to blow the whole ship apart, and us with it. We held our breath, white and tense, as I pulled the clock mechanism away from the detonator, dismantling the bomb. Yeah, there was only one person who could have done it, the one who insured the cargo, the shipper. Marling had been on board, so it had been Gavin.
How do you feel about your Mr. Gavin now, Mrs. Marling? How do you like being a sucker along with the rest of the boys?
You're right. I'm the biggest sucker of all. No wonder Tom was so sure George would never come back. And do you know how he roped me in? With the oldest cliche in the world. He was going to marry me when I came back in my widow's weed.
Never mind the broken blossoms. What about us? We're carrying contraband and all the risk that goes with it, and not a nickel for any of us.
If you two have finished feeling sorry for yourselves, old man Kelso'd like the floor. There's no law of gravity that says this cargo has to go to Santa Gordo, is there?
You've got an idea?
Sure, I got an idea. But I'm boss. You understand, Doyle?
If you've got an idea.
Okay, Mrs. Marling?
All I want is a chance to see Tom Gavin squirm.
You'll get it, I promise you. You gotta be enterprising in this business, Doyle. There's more than one way to turn a buck, and there's more than one side to a revolution.
Like Kelso said, no reason why our cargo should go on to Santa Gordo. There were others who wanted and needed rifles, the guerrillas. And what was more important, they had plenty of money, gold. And Kelso knew a man in Maracas who knew a man who could put us in touch with the guerrilla chief. So we altered the course. 10 days later, we steamed through the Gulf of Teresa and entered the obscure little Bay of Maracas. Estelle, we were partners now. I dropped the Mrs. Marling. Kelso and I, three ill-assorted people, went ashore to make the rendezvous. We walked up a steep, winding hill to a little cantina. And just as Kelso had promised, his friend's friend had made the contact. All we had to do was wait. It was a hot night, so we sat in the picturesque little patio. And then we heard them. First, it sounded like a roar of thunder from over the horizon. And then it took form. First a boisterous cloud, and then distinct shapes. Horsemen, a dozen or so, shooting and whooping as they galloped up. A gang of renegades, unshaven, sweat-stained, each fiercer looking than the other. All wearing crossed cartridge belts, sombreros, and sporting firearms of assorted caliber and make.
You are Capitan Coulson? I am Topaz, El General Topaz. Well, the shipment's all ready, General. I'll have it unloaded. There is no hurry. When the time comes, my men will take it off. In the meantime, we have come long way. The hills, they are dry. So are my men. We have drink now. But I thought maybe we'd better... Oh, you brought lovely lady. Topaz is happy. And when Topaz is happy, he must have drink. Amadeo, tequila, cerveza for the men and for my friend. Pronto. Vamos a gozar una voz.
I've never seen so much liquor consumed so fast. Tequila and cerveza, a violent combination. And it had a wild effect on them. The more they drank, the more uncontrollable they became. Shouting and shooting glasses promptly at the cobblestone parapet. We began to have an uneasy feeling. We wanted to conclude our business quickly, unload the rifles, get paid, and get out. Even Kelso began to be uneasy.
Look, General, fun is fun, but we can't hang around here all night. Plenty time, my friend, plenty time. More tequila. Diego, lay for us. Senorita, is this not nice? You are lucky. Music, moonlight, and topaz.
Please, General, Captain Kelso is right. You should send for the cargo.
You think so, eh? All right. Mario, Chalo. Get the men. Unload the rifles. You are happy now, senorita? Descansate, lindita. We have drink, no?
No,
Oh, you think Topaz drink too much, eh? Amadeo, hold the bottle up. I must be drunk. I hit the bottle, not the cork.
He was a good enough shot to make my blood run cold. All of them were. The more they drank, the better their aim. General Topaz was having a riot with a cannon of 44 shooting gourds on the coast. And it was a relief when the cases of rifles began to pile up. And suddenly, the general's mood changed. He was bored with his marksmanship.
Bring me one. I want to see how good the gringo's guns are.
One of his men ripped open a crate. General Topaz grabbed a rifle, held it in his hands, inspected it, and threw it violently at me.
What's this? This joke? You make fun with Topaz? Open them all!
His men literally tore the tops off dozens of crates with their fingers. And I told cold in the pit of my stomach. I hoped it had been a mistake, but it wasn't. It was a grim joke. For Gavin hadn't meant that cargo to go through, so he hadn't wasted real rifles on it. He'd sent case after case of dummy cargo. Oh, they were rifles, all right, good enough to fool me down in the hold. If only I'd taken one out, examined it, I might have discovered in time that they were phony guns that would never fire a shell. Cheap hot metal imitations with highly polished pine stocks. Great stuff for kids under a Christmas tree. But not quite good enough for General Topaz.
El General Topaz is important man. I have important war. And for this you pay. Mario, Diego, Nino, Chado, Amadeo, Cano, un gran tiroteo para estos canallas.
And so it's dawn. And we three, Estelle, Kelso, and I, are standing here in the patio. General Topaz and his guerrillas are drunk, but not dead drunk. Rather, deadly drunk. 10 of them. The firing squad lined up facing the 3 of us. Their guns aimed straight at us. And on their dull faces, murder. The general, with his flamboyant sense of drama, raises his gun just as the first rays of the sun streak through.
Listo!
He has a sense of the drama, General Topaz, but no sense of humor.
Apunten!
If it weren't so final, it might be funny. A double cross.
Fuego!
Escape is produced and directed by William N. Robeson. Tonight we have presented Maracas by John and Gwen Bagney. Featured in the cast were Bill Conrad as Doyle, Ted DeCorsia as Captain Kelso, Joan Banks as Estelle, Paul Frees as George Marling, and Juano Hernandez as General Topaz. Special music was arranged and conducted by Del Castillo. Next week.
You were on a schooner in the South Seas, and dead ahead lies the island of Falota, and the most desperate man of this lawless region. You have never seen him, but you have sworn to kill him.
Next week, we escape with an exciting tale of the strangest bargain ever made, as George F. Warts tells it in his famous story, Sunk. Goodbye, then, until this same time next week, when once again we offer you Escape. Festive music for a festive holiday, 1 full hour of it. That's the treat in store for you when you tune in the Thanksgiving Day Festival over these same CBS stations. The Choraliers and the Symphonette combined talents for this great show, plus Leonid Hambro, pianist, Oscar Shumsky, violinist, Bambi Lynn, young Broadway star, and many other favorites. Remember, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thanksgiving Day for the whole family, the Thanksgiving Day Festival over the entire CBS network. Now stay tuned for Hit the Jackpot, which follows immediately on most of these stations. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
10 p.m. WLOBA, Boulevard Watch Time.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. What does the name Edith Cavell mean to you? Of course, they didn't know it at the time when her parents named her, but Edith means happy in war, which is fairly ironical when you consider Nurse Cavell was perhaps the greatest civilian casualty of World War I. Why did hundreds of thousands of British and French soldiers carry her name in their hearts? Why? We will learn presently.
There's someone at the front door. Take a peek out this window, Sister White, and see who it is.
Oh, it's 3 men in civilian clothes.
I wonder who they are.
It could be the German secret police.
Go let them in.
But Nurse Cavell, the Germans are searching every house looking for escaped Allied soldiers.
They won't find them here in a hospital.
We've got 24 soldiers hidden up in the attic right this very minute.
Our mystery drama, Angel from England, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by G. Frederick Lewis and stars Marion Seldes. It is sponsored in part by Contact, the 12-hour cold capsule, and Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
The new mid-size Buick Regal. It meets the demands of today.
A little science.
Without losing the special things about Buick that people have always loved. Now that's some trick.
A little magic.
On the outside, it's trimmer than last year's Regal coupe.
A little science.
Yet there's more headroom, more legroom, more trunk room.
A little magic.
With the wizardry of a turbocharged sport coupe.
A little science.
And such traditional Buick qualities as luxury, elegance, and prestige.
A little magic.
The new Regal, a down-to-earth dream car at your Buick dealer.
They surely will astound you. The amazing things you see. Just how they're built so wonderful. How can such things be? A little science. A little magic. A little science. A little magic. A little science. A little magic.
The time, the early 1900s. The place, England. The person,
a beautiful and intelligent English girl. The problem? What shall she do with her life? She has graduated, been a governess to 4 Belgian children for 5 years, returned home to nurse her father through an illness, and will tell you her favorite stanza is by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, which says, "Lives of great men all remind us we can make our lives sublime, and departing, leave behind us footprints on the sands of time." That was then the makeup of Edith Cavell, a young woman whose special nature actually beckoned the hand of fate.
While I was taking care of Father, I knew I had to be a nurse. I trained, and it became my whole life. Then, a job heading a nursing school in Belgium was offered to me. Oh, I thought I was the luckiest woman on earth. Many girls came to us, were trained into fine nurses, and I myself learned as I taught. Every year I'd go home to Norfolk in the north of England for my mother's birthday. July of 1914 was quite different. Germany had declared war. I knew my place was back with the Red Cross in Brussels. There would be many wounded.
Colonel Boucher! Colonel!
Over here. Sergeant Meechin. Is that you?
Yes, sir. Sergeant Meechin, sir. How badly are you wounded?
I just out. Germans will have us all in that crossfire. Where's the rest of the company?
Well, I'm afraid I'm all that's left. Most of them scattered in the retreat. Can I help you out of there?
I don't think I can make it. I got it 3 times today.
Oh.
I'll just rest a little. Try to stay alive.
I'm going back to get help, sir.
I told you to keep down.
Oh, Lord. My head is bleeding.
What? How bad is it?
Oh, I do regret the inconvenience to you, Colonel.
Better try something around that scalp.
Well, it's amazing, sir. It doesn't hurt at all. I suppose that means anything, sir.
Only that you've got a very hard head.
My darling mother and family, a few lines from your daughter Edith. Brussels has fallen into the hands of the enemy. We must prepare to live in an occupied city. I've told all the nurses and sisters they can go, but none of them will leave. I shall think of you to the last, and you may be sure we will do our duty here. God bless you and keep you safe.
Nurse Cavell, may I come in?
Certainly, Sister White. I'm just finishing a letter home. Oh, you were out this morning. Is it true about the chestnut trees in the Avenue Louisa?
Chestnut trees?
I know that avenue. Before the war, I spent 5 years as a governess taking care of 4 children. That's where we live.
I'm sorry. I just can't think about that. Nurse Cavell, isn't it frightful about what the Germans did in Dinant?
Dinant? The town of Dinant? I hadn't heard.
I met the Reverend Gahan in the street. He told me. It's so awful. The Germans, they lined up all the people of the town in the square. Men on one side, women and children on the other. This was yesterday.
Yesterday was Sunday.
The people came out of church. Everyone. All day the people waited in the square, guarded by soldiers. I can't go.
The men were shot.
Women, too. The German soldiers stood in the center of the square and fired. Kept on firing until every single soul had fallen. 600 people, men, women, children, and babies.
Oh, my God. And yesterday was Sunday. Sister White, I want you to come out with me now. I am told the chestnut trees on the Avenue Louisa are blooming for the 2nd time. I was going there to see them and mail my letter.
Chestnut trees.
You see how little attention nature pays to man? Man destroys, and overnight, nature blooms again. Life is renewed. Every day, the sound of shell fire in the distance. The Germans taking town after town in their march to Paris. We have had some German wounded here at the hospital, but no Allied men. Where are they taking them?
Mädchen, you awake?
What? Oh, yes, of course. Certainly I'm awake.
Well, we've got an hour to talk plans until the hospital orderlies make their next round. I want to show you something.
Should I turn on the light?
No. There's enough moonlight coming in that window.
You know, Colonel, I'm really quite surprised that the Un treats us with so much courtesy. One isn't like a prisoner there, more like guests in a German field hospital.
It's a good thing we are so lax. Otherwise, the Belgian underground could never get to us. Sergeant, tonight, you and I are escaping this field hospital.
What? Tonight?
You sound surprised.
Oh, no, not at all. I knew we would eventually.
If it hadn't taken me all these weeks to grow a respectable beard, we'd have been on our way sooner. Now, see here. With this black hat and cape, our underground friend Albert smuggled into us. I think I can pass for a Belgian civilian.
Yes, very good. What about me, sir? Did Albert have a costume for me?
I talked it over with him, and he suggested a hunchback.
What? Disguise myself as a hunchback?
I'll show you. I got the outfit under my blanket. Now, go ahead, put it on. It's a workman's coat, and Albert has sewn padding into it. Yeah. Oh, not bad. Quite good, in fact. You do look, yes, I must say.
You think it's effective?
It had better be.
Hurry, through this barn door, gentlemen. Welcome, gentlemen.
Ooh, Albert, old friend, good to see you.
May I say, Albert, I'm equally happy to be here.
I don't think I could have lasted much longer.
You had no problems with the sentries or the doctors?
No, not at all, Albert. At 2, we walked out the door. What time is it now?
A little after 6. Oh, we've been walking for a good 4 hours, right down the main road. Hard to believe. You'll be safe in my barn for the present, Colonel. Now, our underground has some other English soldiers hidden in the woods. They are waiting like you.
Waiting? For what?
For the Allies to advance so they can join them. Your first problem is to stay alive. Secondly, how? Thirdly, where? You have 3 choices. Hiding in the coal mine, our big woods, or a big city. The coal mine, I would say no. The cold weather is almost here. In the woods, I would also say no. I can see, Colonel, you need medical attention.
That leaves the third alternative. Is that it, Albert?
Yes. The city of Brussels. I will myself bring you both to the station, get you train tickets to Brussels. You both sit in different parts of the train, and I shall make the arrangements so you are met when you arrive.
Yes, but Brussels is occupied by the enemy. How can we stay out of sight?
Oh, well, there is a nurse who runs the Red Cross clinic, and you will go there. An English woman.
English? Oh, well, we shall certainly get good treatment for the Colonel's leg.
Yes, well, it is not only her medical knowledge you will find useful.
Ah? What do you mean, Albert?
She has managed to hide in the hospital several escaped French soldiers.
Ah, splendid. Think what she might do for 2 Englishmen. Perhaps even get us across the border.
Oh, yes. Quite possibly.
Well, then, what are we waiting for? Let's be off for Brussels.
I need 2 days to make the arrangements.
Food was getting very expensive in occupied Brussels. Even Jackie, my pet sheepdog, was beginning to feel it.
but never complained at scraps from the table. All the nurses were making clothes for the poor. It would be a terribly hard winter living here under the Germans. I was in my office making up our accounts and Sister White reading a month-old copy of the London Times. Jackie, be quiet. There's someone at the front door. Take a peek and see who it is, Sister White. This window.
Oh, it's 3 men in civilian clothes.
I wonder who they are.
It could be the German secret police. They look disreputable enough.
Go let them in.
But, Miss Cavell, the Germans are searching every house, door to door, looking for escaped Allied soldiers.
They won't find them here in the hospital.
We've got 24 soldiers hidden up in the attic right now.
Sister, don't worry. Jackie, open the door before they become too suspicious. And bring the 3 of them right here into my office. Then leave us.
Alone?
All right, gentlemen. I think we can take care of you. Sister White?
Yes, Nurse Cavell.
May I introduce Colonel Dudley Bozier of the Norfolk Regiment and Sergeant Fred Meacham. They have suffered wounds, and for a little while we shall try to make them as comfortable as we can. Au revoir, Lee, and thank you.
How'd you do, Sister White?
I'm pleased to meet you, miss.
My goodness, you're both English.
And both welcome.
English, but what if the Germans...
They won't find out. This will be our little secret. Now, if you'll both sign this form for the operation.
Operation? Oh, no, I don't want anything amputated. This foot will get better. I'm perfectly well, and Sergeant Meacham's head wound is quite healed. No, we don't need an operation. I thought you were going to help us cross the frontier.
That, gentlemen, is the operation.
This was how it began. How Nurse Edith Cavell, running a training center for nurses in Belgium, became involved in hiding and dispersing British soldiers. The colonel and the sergeant were the first of actually hundreds of Allied soldiers who were not only healed at the hospital, but when well enough, were spirited across the border back to England to rejoin their regiments. I shall return shortly with Act 2.
Come, let's follow a most remarkable cold medicine on its journey of relief. The medicine is contact. The same 12-hour contact you can buy. Though it weighs no more than an aspirin, the capsule is packed with enough medicine to help relieve cold symptoms caused by every known virus. A sip of water, and we're off. Contact begins its work. The 600 tiny time pills leave the capsule on their own important journey, each in turn releasing its precious medicine into your bloodstream, where it's needed most. Relief begins. Incredibly, for the next 12 hours, the virus symptoms, your sneezing, swollen membranes, congestion, will be held at bay. All day while you work, all night while your body rests and restores itself. All day, all night relief, no matter what cold virus attacks. That's the wonder of contact. Give your cold to contact. Take only as directed.
If you were a Belgian during World War I and were not called up, if you were, say, an old farmer, retired schoolteacher, an elderly shopkeeper, or if you were a woman or young girl, you did everything you could to undermine the grip the enemy had upon your country. One of the best ways to help liberate your country was to join the Maquis, the underground, and rescue Allied prisoners. Edith Cavell, in her hospital in Brussels, was the only Englishwoman who joined the Belgians in their surreptitious battle against the occupying Germans.
How could I turn anyone away from our doors? The code of my profession, care for and heal the sick and injured, had to take precedence over the military code of the invaders.
Nurse Cavell, we're getting more warm bodies than we have beds for. It's as though the entire French and British armies know that through us they can get safe passage home.
Mr. White, I haven't time for generalities. Have you told Lance Corporal Doman and Corporal Chapman to be dressed and ready at 5?
They'll be ready.
And they have their false passports?
Oh, everything's in order. The pictures you took for the passports are a little fuzzy, though.
I know. I must get some better film somewhere.
Well, it may be the camera.
Oh, I hope not. But the likenesses are reasonably good, aren't they?
Oh, yes. Good enough.
Now I have a cart and a load of wood. And with the cart, they should be able to get themselves to Antwerp easily enough, and then on to Holland and England.
Well, how do I contact their guide?
Take them to the usual cafe. Lay this torn visiting card on a table. Then order 3 beers. Someone will pass by your table a little after 5:15 and lay the matching torn half of the card on your table.
Mm-hmm.
Doman and Chapman will get up without a word and follow the guide. Then you will return the glasses to the bar.
A visiting card torn in two. What a fantastic idea. Whoever thought of it?
The Reverend Gahan. He's joined our corps. I went to see him the day before yesterday. He gave me half of the card, kept the other half, and will give it to the guide who will take the 2 soldiers across the Dutch frontier.
Oh, marvelous. I'll go to the window and peek out. It's the coal man.
We didn't order any coal. It could be the German police.
Well, his face and hands are absolutely black. Couldn't it be an escaped soldier in disguise?
No, not likely. Oh, Sister White, look out into the square in front. Are those workmen still clearing it?
Oh, yes. They're still there.
But do you notice they're not working? They're there to watch us. Be quiet. Well, we'll have to answer it. Just go and let the man in, Sister White. I can't say I haven't been warned. Reverend Gahan has been saying it for weeks. He told me the secret police would come here and search the place. Go on, sister. At least I've hidden all our reports.
Aren't you afraid for the men in the attic?
When you've let the man in, go up the back stairs and warn them. They know how to feign illness. Go, hurry. I didn't order any coal.
I know you didn't. It's me, Philip Boak.
Philip, you shouldn't have come. The hospital is being watched. What if you were recognized?
The chance I had to take. Edith, you must leave the country. Try to get back to England. You're going to be arrested. There is one man, Otto Meyer, whom they have put in charge to get you.
Is that true? I've been singled out of all the others?
Look, this morning I disguised myself as a German officer. I went into the private office of von Bissing, the German military governor. I was, shall we say, liberating some documents to send to England. And from the next room I heard him tell Otto Meyer, "Die Kappen miss an der Mauer again."
The firing squad? Oh, no, they wouldn't. No woman has ever been executed.
Edith, don't be too sure. They are all madmen. Look what they did to Louvain. Burnt every book into priceless ashes. Sacked the city. Took them 6 days, but they did it. They'd do anything to terrify.
But to execute a nurse? Oh, no, they couldn't. 3 years hard labor, perhaps, but...
I'm not asking only for your sake. What about the others? Reverend Gahan, Prince Reginald, and the Princess, Henriette, Albert.
Every member of our unorganized organization. But you didn't mention your name.
When I print 25,000 copies of our underground paper 5 times a month, only I am responsible. If they catch me, don't be. My bad luck. But you, they will force you to tell everything. They know how. You're being watched. Those workmen out there, they dig a hole and fill it in. They're secret police.
But I can't run away.
Look, put yourself in their shoes. How would you feel if hundreds of your enemy escaped in front of your very nose to come back one day to kill you?
No, I can't.
You're in there. Open the door. Oh. Coalman, you hear me? Your coal cart is blocking the sidewalk. I want it moved right away.
That's Mayor. I recognize his voice. Go with it. Somehow, I'd hold him off.
There have been searches before. I'm not frightened.
Will you stop before it's too late?
How can I? I've heard there are more men hidden out there in the woods. Isn't that so?
Yes, more than 30 in Cambrai.
Then I cannot stop what I'm doing.
Coalman! In the name of the Geheime Politische Polizei, I order you to come out.
Philippe, If a single one of those 30 soldiers are taken and shot, it would be my fault.
I will come back later. This coal bag is full of our newspapers, which I must distribute. Don't say anything, Edith. Don't do anything.
Be careful, Philippe, for all of us.
Open the door!
Hi. What is all this noise, eh? Can't a coal man make an honest day's living anymore? It's winter time, you know. People must have coal.
Take that talk away.
Well, then, let me close this front door. You want all the sick and wounded in there to freeze to death?
You're standing in my way, Coleman. I have business inside. Not be off with you before I have you arrested for obstructing an officer in the performance of his duty. Edith Cavell.
Yes.
You will come with me to the commandature for questioning.
Oh, this is a difficult time of day for us. We're very busy. May I come tomorrow morning?
I am not making a request, Edith Cavell. I am making an order.
Am I under arrest?
Naturally. I might as well tell you all the others in your organization have been rounded up and have confessed.
I don't believe you.
Oh, then there is no organization?
I know of no organization.
Really? Hundreds of escaped soldiers are walking in and out of your clinic, and it is not organized. It is all over, Fräulein Cavell. The game is finished. You have gambled and lost. They have all confessed.
Nobody has confessed, for there is nothing to confess.
Perhaps. We shall see. Put on your coat.
May I write one letter?
No, you may not write one letter. You may not delay the interrogation. You will come with me at once.
But I can't just walk out and not leave some word.
If the commandature authorizes, you can write at police headquarters.
They placed me in a cell. It was agreed, or should I say permitted, for me to write one letter. My dearest sisters and nurses, I hope you're not worrying about me. They have told me I shall be questioned again and again until they have what they wish to know, and then I shall know what they will do with me. Can you send me my imitation of Christ and some embroidery to work on? Only a few things, as I have no place to put them. I will write again when there's anything to tell. Don't worry. We must pray for the best. I hope all of you will carry on as usual.
Guard, open the Edith Cavell cell door. Good evening, Fräulein. I have come to talk with you.
Herr Mayor, I have no chair to offer. Only this one is provided.
Have they made you comfortable? You are now, let me see, 4 days as our guest. You receive from friends packages, flowers, yeah? Ah, I see you have been reading. Who is it?
A book by Thomas à Kempis.
Give it here. Imitation of Christ. I know it well. We Germans are not so illiterate as you might presume.
I presume no such thing.
I open it to look. Oh, you have marked some passages. Quite a few.
Have you come here to make fun of me, Herr Mayor?
Not at all. I have come to improve my English. I read where you underline. If thou art unwilling to suffer, thou refusest to be crowned. But if thou desire to be crowned, fight manfully, endure patiently. How is my English?
Quite good.
And do you endure patiently, Fräulein Cavell? These roses are quite charming. The chrysanthemums, however, they are not doing so well.
No, they're dying. They don't like prisons any more than I do.
That seems to be the general complaint of your former associates. Albert Leibitz, for instance, a great complainer. The coal man we have him too. The owner of a cafe you are known in, he is here. Also, Philip Boak. You know him?
All these people are here.
Did you not know? And they have all confessed.
I don't believe you. Now, may I have my book back, please?
Read me your favorite passage, bitte.
It is no small prudence to keep silent in an evil time and not be troubled by the judgment of men.
Do not worry, Fräulein. The judgment will come soon enough.
You Germans may give the orders, Herr Mayor, but the judgment is God's.
In a matter of hours, the Germans reached out and choked off that courageous lifeline by which one woman gave hundreds of fighting men a second chance to fight again. Anyone who had even anything to do with this extraordinary organization in Belgium was arrested. I'll be back shortly with Act 3. When the Germans could not force a confession from Edith Cavell, they forged a confession. And so, some thought Nurse Cavell had betrayed the loyal Belgians, all of whom risked their lives that others might live. But those who knew her better knew it could not have been her signature on the affidavits.
My dear sisters and nurses, thank you for my imitation of Christ. Will you also send me my little prayer book? And thank you for looking after my dear old Jackie. Please brush him sometimes and take him for a walk. He enjoys it so. Will you please send me at once my blue coat and skirt, white muslin blouse, and my gray gloves? I would like to wear them for the trial. Love to all. I hope to see you all soon, as time may be short. Your matron.
Fräulein.
Yes, Herr Mayor.
I have been informed you asked for ordinary clothing to wear at the trial.
Yes.
Why don't you wear your nurse's uniform? A woman in a uniform, a Red Cross uniform, might find more sympathy with the judges.
I never wear my uniform outside the hospital.
I would suggest, Fräulein, you can use all the help you can get.
Heaven will help me.
Natürlich, of course. It is for heaven to rescue you English. Do you know what we say of you here, Fräulein Cavell?
I have no idea.
We call you the angel from England.
Well, I certainly am from England.
Do you know also what we say of angels?
No.
They're very nice people, angels. But too bad, they are all dead.
Dear sisters, your delightful letter gave me great pleasure. And if I have not thanked you for your lovely flowers, they have made my cell gay. The roses are still fresh, but the chrysanthemums did not live very long. I am happy to know you are working well and devoted to your work. If you were in my place, you would learn how precious liberty is.
Fräulein Edith Cavell will take the stand. Edith Cavell, from November 1914 to July 1915, you have lodged French and English soldiers, including a colonel, all in civilian clothes. You have helped Belgians, French, and English of military age by furnishing them with the means of going to the front, notably in receiving them at your nursing home and giving them money.
Yes.
Who was the head, the originator of the organization?
There wasn't a head of the organization.
Was it Albert Liebes?
No.
Philip Book?
No.
Why have you committed these acts?
I was sent, to begin with, 2 Englishmen who were in danger of death. Both were wounded.
Now, Fräulein, once these people crossed the frontier, did they send you news to that effect?
4 or 5 did so.
What did Philippe Bourg do? What was his role?
I knew Monsieur Bourg very little. I met him a few times. I don't know what his role was.
In your signed affidavit, you gave names of those you recruited for this clandestine work.
There were no names on the document I signed.
I hold up this affidavit, and it has names on it and your signature. Are you telling me this is not your signature?
I'm not saying it is or it isn't. I'm saying there were no names on the document.
Yes, we know what you said. You don't have to repeat it.
Do you realize your actions would be to the disadvantage of Germany and to the advantage of the enemy?
My preoccupation has not been to aid the enemy, but to help the men who applied to me to reach the frontier. Once across the frontier, they were free.
How many people have you sent to the frontier?
About 200.
Fräulein, you may step out of the witness box. You are dismissed.
Is that all, Albert? They're not giving her a chance to say anything or explain anything.
My sister, they are going to make short work of us all.
I can't bear it. Did you see Nurse Cavell's face?
So much suffering.
For one who has eased the suffering of so many others.
Fräulein White, to the stand, bitte. And so, Fräulein White, you admit your treachery. Dressed as a nurse, hiding behind the uniform of the Red Cross, you have dishonored your calling. Do you have anything further to say?
No.
Speak up.
I said no.
Louder. I want the entire world to hear.
I have nothing further to say.
You wish to be a martyr like Fräulein Cavell, is that not so? Now answer me.
When you were harboring the enemies of Germany, did you not know what danger you are in acting so?
One must do one's duty without thinking of the consequences.
One must do one's duty without thinking of the consequences. I can never forget Sister White's words. That night, when we were taken from the trial and again locked up, I asked to see the Reverend Gehan, but not yet, I was told. He would not be allowed to see me until after I was sentenced.
High treason? It's unbelievable. Do you think...
I think you and I and Albert and Philippe do not have very much of a chance.
Yes, I feel it all going against us.
But what does it matter, so long as we're not shot?
Oh, if only I had your composure, Nurse Cavell. Oh, what is your secret?
I have no secret, Sister White. Grant me patience, O Lord, even now in this emergency. Help me, my God, and then I will not fear, however grievously I be afflicted.
Guard, open Fräulein Cavell's cell door. Good evening, Fräulein.
Good evening, Herr Mayor.
You keep your cell very clean. No, don't get up. It is your cell, your home, and the one chair is your chair.
Have you come this evening to discuss my furnishings?
I came to bring you this.
A Bible?
From your pastor, the Reverend Gehan. It is never a bad thing to read the good book, but, Fräulein, frankly, if you ask me, I think you are reading it too late.
When will we know?
The sentence? By morning, I should imagine. Good night, Fräulein Judas. Guard, the cell door.
I am racked with grief of heart. I am burdened with sins. I am troubled with temptations. And there is none to help me and save me but thou, O Lord God, to whom I commit myself, that thou mayst keep watch over me and bring me safe to life everlasting.
Philipp Vogt, Todesstrafe. Edith Cavell, Todesstrafe. Louise Juliet, Todesstrafe.
Todesstrafe. Death. For 5 of us. The others received prison sentences. Some were even acquitted. What could I write, Mother? What could I say now to the sisters at the hospital? Death. I knew, of course I knew. Deep down, I must have known.
Reverend, you may go in. Guard.
God be with you, my child.
No. It's useless. I am English, and they want my life. Yesterday, I was thinking of the last 2 we sent across the frontier. And how you tore a visiting card in half to help us. Did they get away safely?
No, I'm afraid they were caught almost at the border and have been sent to prison.
They, too. How long will they give me?
Only until tomorrow morning at sunrise.
The sun rises at 5 these days.
Yes.
Oh, Reverend, you must not let my death affect you so. It was good of you to come.
Every day I have been asking them. They would not let me see you before.
But you know, Reverend, I've seen death so often. It isn't strange or fearful to me. My life has always been hurried and full of difficulties. The time of rest has been a great mercy.
10 weeks of imprisonment?
Everyone here has tried to be kind. I was thinking, even as I stood in the dark, being sentenced, and now, as I stand so close to God, patriotism is not enough. I must have no hatred or bitterness toward anyone.
They would not let me even attend the trial.
It was fairly conducted, Reverend. You see, under the circumstances, I did expect to be shot. Oh, now you sit, Reverend. I'll sit on the bed, and you sit on my one chair.
Oh, I see someone sent you flowers.
The sister. I've kept them all this time, even though they're dried and faded. But I remember them as they were once. Full of life.
Do you know the hymn, Edith? Abide with me.
Yes.
Well, shall we say the words together?
Abide with me. Fast falls the eventide.
The darkness deepens. Lord, with me abide. When other helpers fail and comforts flee, help of the helpless, oh, abide with me.
But how can I be sure there is a heaven for me after death? I feel I have sinned so. I am so unworthy.
Edith, do you remember the story of the thief on the cross? And do you remember the Lord said unto him, Today thou shalt be with me in paradise. And he was a thief. Edith, you have nothing to feel unworthy of, be ashamed of, and nothing to fear.
Oh, thank you. I feel more at peace now.
As well, perhaps I had better go, as you will want to rest.
Oh, yes, I have to be up at 5 in the morning. we shall meet again.
Yes, we shall, Edith. God be with you.
2 hours after sunrise, the morning of October 12th, 1915, Edith Cavell and Philippe Bach died in front of a firing squad, brought down by 2 salvos of rifle fire, which echoed and re-echoed for many years. Yet all this might never have happened. There is a postscript, if not an epitaph, about which I'd like to tell you when I return shortly. Truly, the name of Edith Cavell is among the great heroes of war. She set an example of devotion and selflessness which has never been exceeded and never been forgotten. But had not Belgium been the scene of fierce fighting, Edith Cavell, like the other nurses of her hospital, might never have been heard of. There would never have been the great need for the angel from England. Was it the hand of fate that gave us this extraordinary woman? Isn't it amazing that so often, when crisis or catastrophe arises, fate sends us a savior? Our cast included Marion Seldes, Bryna Rayburn, Court Benson, Robert Dryden, and Earl Hammond. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale. You know Gil Blake?
Well, I've never actually met him, but...
Correction, beautiful. You just did. Step in. The name is Gil Blake.
I went into that room because I knew instinctively I had no choice. There was danger there. All the old forgotten reflexes sent off a warning buzzer in the back of my head. Behind the man, I could see a robe thrown carelessly on the bed, a typewriter with a sheet folded in the platen, a battered hat I knew only too well. Everything in that room belonged to Gil, except this big man with the unbelievably light blonde hair and the deep, slow, drawling voice that claimed his name. Whoever he was most assuredly not Gil Blake.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and Contact, the 12-hour cold capsule. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Time to escape. Escape from now, from here, from yourself. Columbia invites you to voyage into the realms of the imagination. Each week we present adventures of men and women who escape into the misty land between the credible and the incredible. Tonight's story of escape tells of a dummy with a wooden head and wooden arms and even a wooden heart who served a master until one day this master heard him say,
I've had enough of you. I don't need you anymore.
Escape now into the strange adventure of Eric Hickson and his dummy, Toby. This is a story told backstage in many an English music hall and London cabaret when the performers are sitting around waiting to go on, or when they finish their evening show. Nobody ever knew very much about Eric Hickson, though many of the turns had played on bills with him. Mostly small-time acts, for it was only at the end of a long, difficult trail that Hickson reached the fashionable West End. It was the night after Hickson's opening at the Kit Kat Club. The act which preceded his was just finishing. But instead of taking his position in the wings, Hickson was still sitting in his dressing room. On his knee was his partner, Toby, a small wooden ventriloquist dummy with a painted face.
I say, Hickson, what's holding you up? You're on in a minute.
Are we?
Of course you are. We've got a splendid house out there, and I want to introduce you.
Wait, Bigelow.
Well?
We can't go on.
What?
We can't. It's quite impossible.
What nonsense is this? You hear the dances are going on.
It's
You follow
Toby,
them.
Bigelow. Toby. He refuses to talk.
Toby? Your dummy?
Yes, I can't get a word out of him.
Hickson, what is this? A rib?
Certainly not.
Well, you're a ventriloquist, aren't you? At least you were last night.
Let the customers talk and hold hands.
Huh?
The stage is just as empty when we're on it.
Toby.
Hickson, what the devil are you up to?
Go on, Bigelow. Get out there and tell them we're not appearing.
So your dummy won't talk, won't he?
It's the very first time he's spoken all evening, I swear it.
Who'd want to say anything ever again after those reviews we got on our opening last night? He knows he's beyond his depth here, Bigelow. He's frightened.
Stop this gagging. Of all nights when you should want to be particularly good, with Mel Baxter in the house.
Mel Baxter? The American ventriloquist?
Yes, the star of the American Wireless.
And he married that gorgeous blonde in his last picture.
Yes, she's with him at the table out there. What kind of nonsense am I talking to this dummy?
Dummy yourself. Go on, big mouth. Get out there and introduce her. I want to see Mel Baxter.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, before I present to you our next feature turn, I'd like to call on a distinguished artist who's here tonight. You've all heard him on the American Wireless and seen him in the American cinema. Mel Baxter! Stand up, Mel. Stand up and enjoy that well-known Kit Kat hospitality.
Oh, you very, very nice people. Thank you. Thank you. Always nice to visit London.
And isn't that charming lady with you, Mrs. Baxter?
That's right. Stand up and take a bow, baby.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you, Mrs. Baxter. Oh, Mel, did you bring your little pal, Muggsy Martin, along on this trip?
No, I didn't. The little toothpick gets seasick.
Oh, what a pity.
Yeah, it is. He says every time he sees me, he gets seasick. Well, that gag's aged in the wood, but so's Muggsy.
Well, I'm sure Mrs. Baxter is a much pleasanter burden on your knee, Mel. Thanks ever so much, and have fun. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring on an act that should make our American visitor feel lonesome for the missing Muggsy Martin. Our own British ventriloquist, Eric Hickson, and his talking timber, Toby!
Well, good morning.
Hey, Hickson, go easy on that good morning stuff.
Why, Toby?
That man over there looks like the truant officer.
Oh, that shouldn't trouble you, Toby. You've been a very good boy, haven't you?
Oh, yes, but I'm not in school.
Do you mean to say you've left school?
Oh, yes, appendicitis, you know.
You left school because you have appendicitis?
I don't have it. Can't spell it.
You know, Toby, I saw a very strange sight the other day.
Oh, dear. Must we go on?
Toby, I said I saw a very strange sight the other day.
All right, I'll go along with the gag. Talk about Muggsy Martin's jokes being aged in the wood.
Toby.
Let's get on with it. You saw a very strange sight the other day. What was it?
12 men standing under one umbrella, and not one of them got wet.
And why not?
It wasn't raining.
Did you hear that laugh, Hickson? They're forcing themselves to laugh. Do you blame them, Mr. Baxter?
Toby, leave Mr. Baxter out of this.
Leave me alone, Hickson. What about it, Mr. Baxter? Don't you feel sorry for me having to play along with Hickson's old jokes?
Well, now, Toby, I don't know. I have great respect for old jokes. Old jokes are not to be laughed at. In fact, one of my favorite jokes is the old one about the man whose name was Joe Hitler, and he wanted to change his name. So the judge asked him what he wanted to change it to, and he said George Hitler, because he was tired of people saying to him, "Hello, Joe, what do you know?"
Oh, dear me, dear me, dear me. Is that strange sound laughter, Hickson?
Yes. Thank you very much for your valuable contribution, Mr. Baxter.
Oh, not at all, Mr. Hickson. I was just standing here with 11 other guys waiting for you to borrow another umbrella.
I suppose all your gags are original, Mr. Baxter.
But of course, it's a gift.
And I've no doubt that you hang up your stockings for them every Christmas.
Sure, and I always get sock gags.
There, Hickson. You'll see what happens when you try to top a real comedian, and Mr. Baxter will go right on topping you for the rest of the night. Give up and get off, Hickson. Give up and get
off. Anyone in there?
Who is it?
No, Baxter, Hickson.
Mr. Baxter? Well?
How do you do? Mind if we come in for a minute?
All right. If you like.
This is my wife, honey, Mr. Hickson.
Mrs. Baxter.
Hello, Mr. Hickson.
Won't you sit down? Just throw that dressing gown on the floor.
Oh, thanks.
Well, so this is your boy, huh? Nice carving job.
I'm very handsome. Don't you think so, Mrs. Baxter?
You're a dream man, Toby.
Who made him for you?
Don't put your hands on him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Haven't you done enough damage tonight?
Oh, now look, Hickson, you asked for it out there.
I asked for nothing. It was Toby got me into that.
Toby? Oh, now, Toby, aren't you ashamed?
I asked you not to touch him.
Mr. Hickson, you don't think Mel would steal him, do you?
I can take no chances.
Well, you sure take him seriously, don't you? Well, relax. I do all right with Muggsy, my own dummy.
So I've heard.
Yes. And you sure surprised me with that little act out front.
Your own part in it surprised me.
My part? Well, you wanted some kind of comeback, didn't you?
You asked for it, Mr.
You needn't
Hickson.
explain anything.
You see, Mr. Baxter, Hickson's attitude requires a certain amount of sympathy. He's quite aware he's not our equal.
Oh, now look,
Keep quiet,
Hickson.
Toby. Mr. Baxter, just why did you come to my dressing room?
Well, professional courtesy.
If you've come here to make some sort of a bargain to buy Toby, it's no use. You can never have him.
Now, wait, Hickson.
Yes, wait, Hickson.
I won't have it, Toby. Never, never.
Whatever the Baxters have to say to me is my affair. Why don't you pretend you're a gentleman and make a graceful exit?
Oh, really, Toby, if you're trying to make me look ridiculous...
I'm succeeding. Yes, I know. Now go on over behind the screen and get your makeup off.
Very well, but I warn you.
Beat it! Pay no attention to him, Mrs. Baxter.
Mel, I don't understand.
This fellow's amazing.
No, not at all. He's stupid, really. Constantly interfering in my affairs. Mrs. Baxter, now that we're alone, may I tell you something? Something I'm sure you've heard before.
Well, what is it, Toby?
You're very beautiful. I'm very fond of you, Mrs. Baxter. And whatever Hickson thinks, you're really a very nice woman.
Oh, now look here.
Mel, I don't like this.
Hickson.
Yes?
Come out here.
Well, what is it?
Just how far do you want to carry a gag?
A gag?
Either you apologize to my wife...
Apologize for what? Really, Mr. Baxter, I don't know what you're talking about.
Mel, let's leave.
You're not going to leave me, are you, Mrs. Baxter? Please don't.
Oh, you're a very funny guy, Hickson.
Take me with you, Mr. Baxter. I just want to be near her. If you're afraid I'll make love to her, you needn't worry. I will.
Okay, Hickson, you asked for it.
No, Mel, don't hit him. Don't hit him. Oh, Mel. Mel, why did you do it?
Here now. Well, what's going on?
I don't know what's eating this guy. A gag's a gag, but he doesn't know when to stop.
He looks a bit done in.
Well, he had it coming to him. Glad he didn't break the dummy when he fell.
Yes, that would have been a shame. He's such a cute little fella.
Oh, and you do care what happens to me. I love you, Mrs. Baxter. I love you.
Feeling all right again, old chap?
Yes, quite. Thank you, Bigelow.
Oh, good night, then.
No, it's not good night. This is goodbye.
What's that?
Yes. The manager sacked us, Toby and me.
Oh, well, now that's a pity.
Go on, say it. You're quite sure we had it coming to us.
Well, you did go too far with the Baxters.
I didn't do it. I had nothing to do with what Toby said.
Oh, I
It was
say.
Baxter. It was Baxter who put those words into Toby's mouth. He's trying to steal him from me.
Oh, now see here,
It took us 15 years to make the Kit Kat. And we had only 2 nights here. You just think what Toby and I have done together. We've fought our way to the very top. After years of cheap and dirty music halls. Starving. Out at the elbow. Oh, you know what it's like, Bigelow. Always trying to perfect the act. Toby's a partner anyone would want. And Baxter's no exception.
All right, old boy. Then you'd better take good care of Toby.
No, never fear. I'll never fear. I shall. He's locked in my dressing room right now, and tonight and every other night we are going to sleep behind locked doors until Mel Baxter leaves London.
Who's there?
Baxter, I want to talk to you.
Mel, be careful. It's Hickson. And the door isn't locked.
Where is Toby?
Get out, Hickson.
I've come for Toby. Where is he? You've stolen Toby from me, and I've come to take him back.
I haven't seen your dummy since we were in your dressing room tonight. You
lie. You came and stole him from me whilst I was asleep.
Sure. I never travel without my burglar tools. Now, listen, Hickson, I only knocked you down before, but this time I'm going to finish a job.
Mel!
I'll handle this my way, baby.
No, Mel, look. On the floor.
What?
On the floor at the foot of my bed.
Toby!
What? Oh, Claudia, how did...
Toby, there you are. I found you. Oh, my poor little Toby. He kidnapped you.
Now, look, Hickson, I haven't the slightest idea how your dummy got here.
Toby,
Mel,
speak
look
to
how
me.
he's shaking that awful thing.
Wake up, Toby.
He's trying to wake it up.
Come now, you're not deceiving me. You know I'm here.
Go away and leave me alone. I'm through with you, Hickson.
I can't stand it, Mel.
Easy, baby. Now, look here, Hickson. Maybe you're ill or mad or something.
Ill? You took Toby away from me, and you say I'm ill?
I didn't take him. You brought him here. You must have. Maybe while you were walking in your sleep.
Mel, he's got a gun.
He won't shoot.
Come with me, Toby. We're going home again.
No, Hickson, I won't go with you. I'm going to stay here forever.
What? This is some trick. Baxter, you've influenced him against me. You're putting words into his mouth.
Oh, look, Hickson, will you relax? I tell you I had nothing to do with this. I couldn't have.
Nothing to do with it? You're a devil, Baxter. You tried to steal Toby away from me, and now you're trying to drive me mad.
Hickson, will you listen to reason?
No! No, I won't listen to reason. I won't. Oh, beastly man. Toby,
Pick up this gun before he hits somebody with it, baby.
You
I've
don't.
got it, Mel.
Say it's not
Now,
true.
stay where you are, Hickson.
What? Oh, no. Oh, no, I'll do nothing of the sort. You're insane.
Hickson, you're the one who's sick. I'm trying to help you.
Help me! You're trying to take Toby away from me.
Look, will you let me get a doctor for
No! You fool! You'll never get Toby away from me. I'll take him where you'll never see him again. Never!
Hickson! Claudia, that man's desperately ill. We've got to get a doctor. I suppose we should have called the cops, Doctor, but, well, Hickson's in the profession, and if he's sick, we'd rather have a doctor look after him.
I appreciate your sentiments, Mr. Baxter.
What's made him act this way? What's wrong with him?
Well, I can't give an opinion without seeing him, without talking with him. But perhaps your husband may have some idea.
Me?
You're a ventriloquist, Mr. Baxter. but a more successful one than Hickson. And 2, you're happily married. Less introspective, perhaps. Isn't it quite possible that Hickson, in his loneliness, his struggles for success, may have become so accustomed to thinking as 2 people that the personalities have actually become divided?
Why, I don't know. Yeah, I can see how that might happen.
You mean he thinks he's 2 people?
No, Mrs. Baxter, he doesn't think he's 2 people. It's possible he doesn't know these personalities have become divided. That Toby now might be said to live within Hickson without Hickson's knowing, and...
Then what's going to happen to him?
Well, it's something he'll have to fight out within himself. If we can keep the dummy away from him, he may recover.
Oh, but Doctor, he took it with him.
And we've no time to lose. Where does he live? Have you any idea?
No, but I can find out.
Well, then we'd better go at once. He must be separated from that dummy.
Oh, here you are, Hickson, right back where you started.
Be quiet, you fool. Be quiet.
You can't keep me quiet. You never could. Where would you have been if I'd kept quiet?
How can you be so ungrateful? I made you what you are.
You made me. Until I came along, you were very small time, Hickson. Very small time.
You've forgotten that you're nothing but a lifeless, useless stick of wood without me.
A lifeless, useless stick of wood, am I? It was I she liked, not you. It was I Mrs. Baxter spoke kindly to. It was I she smiled at, not you.
But you wouldn't even be here without me.
A lifeless, useless stick of wood. You couldn't even get up the nerve to kill Baxter tonight.
Kill him? Yeah. Yes, that's it. You wanted me to kill him.
Why didn't you kill him? Then she could have belonged to me. I could be with her forever.
Oh, you fool. You know that's impossible.
You're just saying that. You're jealous. Jealous. Jealous.
Toby, please. Don't say these things.
It's the truth. You're a weakling, a coward.
Toby, I beg you.
You mean nothing to me anymore, Hickson. You're weak.
No, I'm not. You monster. Oh, more than the mind can bear. I can't stand it. I've got to get rid of you. I'll kill you. I'll destroy you.
Hickson, take your hands off me. I'm through with you. Take your hands off me.
No, I'll kill you. You vulgar little beast.
Excellent. Stop.
Die, you monster. Break your head. Filthy piece of wood. No. Now, talk back to me. You little monster. You'll die, do you hear? Now tell me I'm weak.
You can't kill me, Hickson. No matter how you try, you can't kill me. You're still a failure.
I'll show you who's a failure! Toby. Toby. What have I done? Toby, I never meant to. Answer me, Toby.
Hickson, are you in there?
Don't wait, Mel. Try the door. Oh, there we are.
I'll go first. Okay. There he is, Doctor.
Mel, we're too late.
Now, easy now. Perhaps he's only fainted.
Doctor, look. The dummy.
Smashed to bits.
I can't believe it's real.
Easy, honey. Take it easy. Hickson's breathing. He's just out for a minute.
Oh, Mel. What'll happen when he comes to? And he realizes what he's done to Toby.
Oh, how are you, Hickson? Steady now. You're coming around all right.
You see, honey, he's all right. He's opening his eyes.
No, don't try to sit up, Hickson. No. Just lie back and be still for a moment.
He's looking for Toby.
Yeah, when he sees him.
No. Don't try to sit up, Hickson. Your dummy's a bit cracked up, but I guess he can be fixed.
Fixed, eh? He said he'd kill me. But I told him he couldn't.
Mel.
Doctor, it's Hickson speaking in Toby's voice.
He said he'd kill me. As if he could. Mr. Baxter.
Doctor, what about Hickson? Hickson himself.
I've never seen anything like this. Oh, Hickson, speak up, man. Quick, Baxter, put that dummy together again.
Well, he's pretty badly
I
smashed.
don't care. Hold him together if you have to.
I'll do what I can.
What good will it do, Doctor?
It's our one chance to help this man.
See, Hickson? Here's Toby. You see, he's all right. Here he is.
Hickson won't appreciate what you're doing, Mr. Baxter. Now you're giving me...
Back to him. He thought you were trying to steal me away from him.
Mr. Hickson.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, it's you, Mrs. Baxter. Toby! Toby, what's happened to you?
Oh, you and Toby both had a little accident, Mr. Hickson.
Baxter!
Mr. Baxter had nothing to do with it. He and Mrs. Baxter are your friends. They were worried about you. They called me. I'm a doctor.
Oh, I see. I'm very grateful. Thank you. Thank you awfully.
Well, we told the doctor how Toby'd been acting up this evening.
Oh, yes. Well, now I remember. Yes, you were a very bad boy, Toby. You said so many things that I didn't put into your mouth. You can't go on like this, you know. If the act's to succeed, you ruined us tonight, Toby. It's going to be a long, hard fight to get back.
I'm not really angry with you, Hickson.
I'm glad. We are dependent on each other, Toby. You know that. Promise me you'll behave from now on. Promise you won't say anything I don't put into your mouth.
I promise. But still, I can have my own ideas.
Tonight's voyage of escape into the realms that lie between the credible and the incredible has ended. But we hasten to invite you to voyage with us at the same time next week, when we will bring you the strange adventure of a man who searched the Brazilian jungles for a diamond as big as the Ritz. Your ticket for the voyage is merely your desire to join all hands aboard when CBS again presents Escape. Dead of Night was adapted by the CBS Division of Program Writing from the Universal Motion Picture. Barry Kroger appeared as Eric Hickson, Art Carney as Toby the Dummy. Escape is a CBS feature production directed by John Mosman. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.